for your Thursday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, kids, on this Thursday, March 13th, 2025. Mason in Ireland is on. Mace is here, sitting in for Johnny I, because we got early Lakers in Milwaukee. The one and only Momo, Ramona Shelburne. We'll walk you up to coverage 3 o'clock. Lakers Bucks tonight. It's a big one. All your coverage right here on 710 ESPN and in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Plus, it's a Ticket Thursday. Keep listening for your chance to win the CONCACAF, right? Oh, CONCACAF. Well, we got your tickets at SoFi. Meanwhile, have you been to 710 for CHLA? CHLA, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. You could bid and donate on fabulous prizes, like what I might bid on. The chance to play golf with John Ireland and James Worthy. I might bid on that auction item just to annoy Johnny I. Like to force him to play golf with me and then become best friends with James Worthy. Might have to do it, Slick. Or we could all raise money for the great Beto Duran to go on the hike with Travis and DeMarco. Just to see what happens between those two, huh? Speaking of watching things happen, let's do it. The biggest show on the radio. Mason in Ireland with Momo, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Do we go on
Good
from
afternoon.
You? There you go.
I was waiting for him.
Jorge's in for Brian today. We haven't worked together in a while. How's it been going over there?
It's going. I took a month off. It was great.
Yeah, that's right. How was it? Now, is that paternity leave? Is that what that is?
It was.
And
Yeah.
how, and what did you do during that time?
If I learned something from Steve Mason is you take your time. That's
Damn
what you
right
do.
you do. Damn right you do.
So I had some in the bank, and then I called and I said, hey, listen, how much time? Because it expires as soon as he turns 1.
Right. Okay.
So they're like, oh, you got 4 weeks. So I'm like,
nice.
great, let's go.
There you go.
Do it.
I'm learning too, Mace. I'm learning too.
Yeah. You know what I always say? Let's ride.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, I want to bring that expression back.
I like it.
I like that it's so corny.
It's even better and more corny when you say it.
Correct. Let's ride. Let's ride.
What about what was the Batman thing you used to do?
I'm Batman.
Let's rock.
I worked out once with Christian Bale. We have the same trainer. And so I've done that Batman impression for years. And
pretty good.
Somebody convinced me to do it for Christian Bale. So I did. I'm Batman.
What do you think?
Said, keep working on it. Keep working on it.
It's all about the family. What's the other one?
It's what's that?
Vin Diesel. Do Vin Diesel.
It's all about the family.
It's the same guy.
It's all about there's a subtle difference.
No, there's not.
I'm Batman. It's all about the family.
That's
Well,
right.
now
There's
there
like
was.
a warmer.
Let me hear all 3 of them. Let's ride. It's all about the family.
Let's ride. It's all about the family. I'm Batman.
Okay, I heard all the differences now.
You see, there's
Yeah.
a
I heard a
subtle
little
difference
difference
between
there.
them.
Yeah. But I think initially
Let's
everything
ride kinda
sounds
changed.
Why do
as
I
you
think?
did it.
Why do I think I'm going to hear that in a promo? I don't know.
You are
Probably.
100%.
So, Momo, what's that? We got Lakers basketball tonight. We're off at 3. We'll go to pregame, and this could be an interesting night. Very tough trip to Milwaukee. They've got a really rough back-to-back. Tonight, Milwaukee. Tomorrow, Denver. And the injury report includes Ruiz out. LeBron, of course, is out. Jackson Hayes is out. Luka Doncic, questionable with right ankle soreness. Now, if you're the Lakers, do you chalk this one up or and take it as a scheduled loss, or do you take tomorrow as a scheduled loss? Does Luka play both games?
I think you want to beat Denver if you can. So if you're gonna, put your best foot forward, I would have my best foot forward tomorrow against Denver.
Although I'll say this, they've had a few days off between Brooklyn and now.
True.
Maybe tonight's the night you go all in on,
Try to get the
and
win.
tomorrow night you take your foot off
Well, the reason I
accelerator.
say that about Denver is that they're in your conference and they're also a strong competitor for the 2 seed.
True.
Right. So
Although do you honestly think I don't think they can hang on to the 2 without LeBron. Do you?
Well, the other teams that they're competing for the 2 seed with also have major injuries. Like
Right.
Denver's been without Aaron Gordon a lot. He's got a calf thing that's been hurting him the whole time. Houston lost Amen Thompson to an ankle thing.
He's really good too.
And then Memphis lost Jaren Jackson Jr. with an ankle thing. So all of those injuries seem to line up with you. Every one of those guys is probably going to be out 2 to 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
So everybody who's basically positioned for the 2 spot is probably out.
So
has a significant injury during this stretch.
I don't see Laura there. Oh, there's Laura. There's a Reddit conspiracy going around that LeBron. Do you have that?
Yes, I will pull it up.
Okay, so there's a Reddit LeBron conspiracy out. We've already gone to X-Files.
I love Reddit conspiracy. There's a few on me too.
Yeah.
Are there any on you?
I don't go to Reddit.
Okay.
I don't want to see stuff
But
about
that's
me.
all good about you.
Yeah, I still don't want to see anything
Okay.
about me. I
I'm
don't
sure
want to
you
be in
do.
my head. I don't want. No, you know what? I don't want to be in my head.
Well, you're already in your head.
No, I am from time to time.
Yeah.
But no, I don't like reading stuff about. And if you're writing nice things, thank you. But I don't look at any of it.
Okay.
I don't look at the YouTube chat. Thank you for all the chatters. The Reddit people, thank you. All that stuff, it's very nice, but I tend to not look at
So
any
you're
of
like the
it.
dad in White Lotus who gives his phone over to Pam.
I am like that.
Yeah.
I am like
Okay.
that. Except I'm not nearly the a-hole that guy is. That guy.
We're about to find out.
We're
how-
about to find
So
out. Yeah.
the Reddit conspiracy is that LeBron somehow since 2021 has been out in March. March 2021, March 2022, March 2023, 2024, now 2025. And they're saying, can he be... Faking was a word.
Not faking.
I've heard this one.
People
That he's
have,
not really
this is-
hurt. He just takes some
right.
time off at this time.
So
every
this is
year.
what Reddit said. Literally, Reddit says faking. Other people say embellished, which I mean, it's kind of the same thing, because he wants to be ready for the playoffs. So that's the conspiracy that was going around. I mean, it's not new.
Yeah, I don't like
happened.
the word faking or embellishing, but I do think it's probably not an accident that when you roll around to March and you've had a long season, that this is probably a good time to nurse some injuries that have been nagging.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought he was going to miss some time after the All-Star break because of what injury did he have there? It was like a core thing, or I can't remember what the injury was.
One of those.
Something.
Yeah, one of these that I got
He had
here.
something at the All-Star game, which caused him to miss the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember, he took a little time off there. And we all thought, oh, he's probably going to take this first week out of the All-Star break off, and that'll be his rest time. And the answer we got was, well, no, he's got to play as many games as possible with Luka so they can figure their new way of being out.
Right.
And so I think, they were in a pretty good groove. They got to a place where they kind of understand each other. This is the right time.
Yeah.
To take some. But I think he's genuinely hurt. I really do.
Oh,
I saw
am
him
not
get hurt.
questioning the injury. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's weird because the injury happened in play during a run when they were. What game was that?
It was against
that
the
Knicks?
Boston.
Oh,
It was
that's
Boston, and
right.
he was pivoting around on Jaylen Brown in the paint.
Yeah.
He was like, this side, this side, this side. He did 3 pivots. And I think on one of the pivots, he landed and kind of strained his left, I think it's his left groin.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could see it happen. Like, you could see him, react in the moment. And then you could see him hobble down the court afterwards.
Right. Speaking of Boston,
Yeah.
did you watch any of that game last night?
Oh, I watched a lot of it, yeah.
I'm telling you, how many they shot? I think they shot 63
gazillion.
threes, which ties the all-time record.
What was it in the first half? It was even more.
Well, the first quarter, they scored 8 or 9 threes with not a 2. They did not
Right.
have a 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It was all threes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously we've seen this work because they did it last year and they averaged more than 50 or about 50 threes last year. Is this a recipe for other teams? In other words, can you outshoot Boston?
Well, and I think I wrote a whole story about this last year because that was really eye-opening for me when I saw it up close against the Mavericks.
Right.
A lot of what it is just the volume. It's not even that they're all the best shooters. They're just all above average.
Yes.
So you don't have to be the Steph Curry out there. You just have to shoot more than 35%.
Right.
If you don't even have to shoot 40%. You just got to get it 35, 36%. And it's just the volume of 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. It really wears other teams out.
Had they shot 35% last night, I think they would have won.
Yeah.
And the other thing about Boston is they've got terrific individual defenders.
Yeah, they do.
Boston.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I love that game because it was such a chess match, which we rarely see in the regular season, because you could feel like both teams had really geared up for it. And then, to me, the biggest difference is Boston did not have Kristaps Porzingis.
Right.
And he is he's their X factor. He's this guy who really didn't play that much during the playoffs last year. I thought he had a couple of nice moments, but he had an injury most of the time. He had that weird ankle thing.
Yes.
And then this year, he's missed the last 6 or 7 games with a mystery virus. Like he even tweeted about it. He said, "We have a mystery. The doctors don't know what it is. We haven't figured it out." But so he was on the bench last week. Then he tried to play against the Lakers, and then they sat him out. And then he was doubtful Monday, so he's kind of going backwards.
Right.
Then he got back on the bench again last night, and you thought maybe he would play, and then he still didn't play.
Mystery virus.
Yeah, it's kind of.
We've had one going around here.
Yeah.
It's spread, and it's a cough, and then it hangs around for a really long time. Well,
you know what's funny? Before COVID, I don't ever remember thinking about what I had. Like naming it, testing for anything.
Well, now you do a COVID test, and it also has flu 1 and flu 2.
I know, and then I take my kids there, and they go, "Oh, you have adenovirus, you have rhinovirus, you have." I'm like,
yeah. When I was growing up, we just had a virus.
Cold. We had a cold.
It's like the moon. Tonight is a blood moon. It's like, I don't care. It's just the moon.
Harvest moon.
There's
the wolf
always been a moon. The coyote
Yeah.
moon. It's just the moon when I was growing up.
I also think it's like
when I was growing up. I do sound 60 all of a sudden.
Me too, though.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Okay, I'm 45. But like, I don't even think I distinguish between the flu or a cold.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
No, back in the day.
I just said I'm sick.
Exactly. I'm sick today.
Now we got to get a respiratory panel.
Yeah.
Every
Probably
time we
over
get
the top.
sick.
Probably over the top.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Coming up next for you. What happens when you call for a coach to be fired? Then you got to interview him again. We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, what's on tap on 710 ESPN? Well, thank you to Michelob Ultra. Lakers back on the court in Milwaukee like we're talking about. Coverage starts at 3, tip-off 4:30. Hear it all for your afternoon drive on 710 AM or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, only worth it if you enjoy it. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy.
Tickets to the championship match on Sunday, March 23rd at SoFi Stadium, the CONCACAF Nations League Finals. Call in now for your chance to win from 710 ESPN on a Ticket Thursday.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're nationally recognized.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
Extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Cardin Alleyway Hyundai Corona. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Plus, drive with confidence with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com.
On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 72 payments of $1,519 per $1,000 financed. Expires 03/31/2025.
Hey guys, it's Sedano at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming LAX.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon. The Waba Grill lunch hour is on. Why do they grill the order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins and fresh steamed vegetables. Right now, get a value bowl combo for only $8.99 for a limited time. Waba Grill, it's for you. Just like Mason and Ireland are for you as the Waba Grill lunch hour continues on 710.
So this is
Mumford & Sons.
One of my very favorite bands. Is that why you're playing it?
That's right.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite bands. And so on March the 20th, they are playing in town here.
Nice.
And I checked it.
Didn't we go see them?
Before your birthday.
We did. It's the night before my birthday. And I'm like, there's too much stuff to do. I can't go see Mumford & Sons, but I keep getting these. But you and I did go to Mumford & Sons.
What should I get you for your birthday?
Normally
I don't get presents, but I want to get. This is a big one.
Don't. I think even the invitation says, please give some money to cause that you care about.
Well, I care about you, so I'm not going to give you money, though. I want to give you something heartfelt. I have to think on it. Okay.
Yeah, you think on that.
Okay.
So speaking of giving money, we are in the midst of our Make March Matters campaign with Children's Hospital Los Angeles. And there are some really cool items that you can bid on. And the numbers are getting jacked up here every single day. So I want to highlight some of these. I get so many people say, my kid wants to work in radio. My kid wants to be in sports. Intern for a day, $379. Get to hang out here, hang out in the studio, hang out with the social media guys.
I got to say something.
What?
My experience, the one is like hang out with Momo while she does the show.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes is at $325.
Oh, come on.
It is way cooler to hang out with me than an intern.
Agreed.
Sorry, interns, but come on.
Some of this stuff, like you could never...
Let's get that number up.
How about this? Co-host Lakers Talk with Andy Kamenetsky.
That's amazing.
That is 2 hours of live radio talking Lakers, taking calls. The bid is only $490.
You get 2 hours of airtime?
You'll be the co-host of Lakers Talk for a night. Yeah, it's fantastic. You can join me for a USC game on the sidelines. We're doing that. I'm trying to see what the
You're
bid is.
hanging out with a lot of people.
I am.
You're really doing a lot of these.
$521 for a USC football
That's good.
game. You want to go to Cosm? Right now we're at $380. If you want to go to the Dome, see an event with me at Cosm, all kinds. By the way, play golf with Ireland and James Worthy in a foursome. $630 is
James Worthy. He's a Hall of
Famer.
Big game, James.
Yeah. So jump on here. It is 710-4FORCHLA.com. That's 710-4CHLA.com. Unbelievable, one of a kind, no other way to get it experiences than by bidding and helping us raise money for Children's Hospital. And then Monday, we're broadcasting live from Children's Hospital. And some of those items will expire, I think, Monday night. So you'll have to jump in there and get those bids in.
I've actually been to Children's Hospital very recently because I had to take my son there.
Right.
And it was such a good experience. Like it's so heartening to see everybody who's there and the way they treat. I mean, we had to do something scary. We had to go get an MRI, and it was like they were so nice. They got him to, to get him to calm down, and all the ways that they talk about it with kids.
Right.
And, there's people out there they got a little cart and you want some crayons. And it's just everybody there just kind of knows how to be around kids when they're doing scary things.
Yeah.
It's just really,
it is
you're
so important.
An angel for knowing how to do that.
Yeah, so important. I also wanted to mention thanks to our friends at Legends Attic Fantasy Springs Casino and San Antonio Winery, a few of our partners who are deeply involved in this event, and we thank them for that. So I find this interesting, Momo. There's a guy named Nick Sirianni who just coached his team to a Super Bowl.
I've heard of him.
Remember, they went to the Super Bowl, then had a really bad year, and then went to Super Bowl again. So Nick Sirianni went on a show. This is the Pardon My Take show on Barstool.
It's a big show.
And there's an Eagles fan there who had called for Nick Sirianni to be fired.
It's kind of like Greg Bergman and Dave Roberts.
Well, it's funny you say that because I actually took a similar position on Dave Roberts, and I want to ask you about it.
Okay.
In the meantime, here is Nick Sirianni on with the guy who wanted him fired. Oh, hang on. We don't have our soundboard up. We'll do that in a second.
Where did he go?
Thank you.
I don't know where he went.
He's had a long day. Here it is. Nick Sirianni on Pardon My Take.
I didn't ask for a picture because I was like, this is the best night of his life. I wanted you to, enjoy the night and not get hounded by a bunch of pictures. So I thought out of respect.
He wants credit for that.
I don't want credit for that.
Max, thanks.
I just got ridiculed by everyone by not asking
Wait a second,
for a picture.
Max, you wanted me fired. So never mind.
That's not true.
Yeah, you did. You had him on the hot seat.
I didn't have him
not fired, but you had hot seat. You had your eye on Sirianni.
People in Philly, sometimes we get over emotional and we say things that we don't mean.
So he had called for Nick Sirianni to be fired, or at least was on a very hot seat.
and so then his co-host calls him out, and he just totally scurries away from it.
Oh, yeah, he runs away. Oh,
my God.
Now, I'm going to be honest and say that I said last year if the Dodgers didn't win the World Series, I thought there should be a change in manager. And obviously, they won the World Series, and Dave Roberts did an amazing job. An amazing job shuffling a pitching staff that wasn't 100%. Now, Dave came on the show last year, and he's a big Mason and Ireland listener. He told us that. He's been listening a long time, since all the way back in the San Diego days, because he's from down there. Did you say uh-huh?
No, he said that before.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. So can I have Dave back on if I don't tell him what I said, or do I tell him what I said and just be honest about it and say...
Just tell him what you said and be honest about it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm with Momo.
Just be straight up honest?
Mm-hmm. Honesty is the best policy.
Sometimes not.
I agree. Do you think he knows?
By the way, that's a lie. Sometimes honesty is
You're
not
right.
the best
I agree.
policy.
Sometimes honesty is not.
Yeah.
That's also a promo somewhere.
Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, sure it does.
Well, I mean, okay, listen.
You should
I'm
never
going to
lie
tell a
about-
story. Oh, this is a bad story. I should
Okay.
tell this story.
Yeah, tell it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
So there's a kid in I'm the room mom in Jacob's preschool.
Okay. What's that mean?
That means I send out the weekly email and I remind people to do things, and then
Okay.
I organize a mom's night.
Okay,
Yada
that's
yada.
nice.
Okay. So when you're in preschool, this is the time when people are having babies. So you got one kid who's 2, you're probably going to have half the families in your class are going to have another kid.
Yep.
So whenever somebody's born, we send a little gift, we send DoorDash or whatever, and then we announce it in the group chat. And this one family had a baby, and they named her something, very old timey name, very
Helga.
Bela.
Bela? I don't even
Very
know that
old-timey
name.
name.
That sounds like a Game of Thrones name.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a Game of Thrones name. I happen to have a Bela in my family. Okay, and
Is
she
that
was
Baela?
Bayla.
Bela. Okay.
Right? And I was like, whoa, that's a choice. You
Yeah,
know, I mean,
yeah.
that's like straight out of 1918. You
Right,
know?
right.
And I mean, it's kind of cool. Right?
Old timey.
Yeah, it's old timey.
Yeah.
I mean, those names are coming back, right? Everybody's going with Agnes and
Olive,
Emma and
Olive. Olive is a good one.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of the George. It's because of the Brits.
Everybody's tired
Arthur.
of Jordan and Spencer and
Now we're back
those
to
names.
Henry.
Gallon with a Y.
Yeah.
Exactly. What, now, your kids' names are your new
Maite and Gael.
Maite and Gael.
Yeah, that's cool.
Those are great
So
names.
I was like, whoa, that's a choice. And we all were like, whoa, that's a choice, right?
Yeah.
And the woman who was in my family, she was just like this sort of loud, obnoxious lady. And I was like, I got to say something nice. You got to write something
Of
nice.
course.
I don't want to say what I'm thinking.
Right.
But so I just said, I had one in my family, and she was quite the lady.
Yeah?
So that wasn't a lie. She was quite a lady.
Oh, right. So you were not telling a mistruth.
Right.
You were saying she is quite a lady.
Because, she's going to grow into that name. It's going to be a cool name. It's like they're ahead of the curve in terms of the old time, bringing back the old-timey names.
Yeah.
But also, like, they don't know the lady I'm talking about.
That is true.
Right? So I think that's what you got to do.
Hey, Laura.
Yes, sir.
Do you think my high school's open?
I can call again.
Yeah. So we did this. Your most famous person at your high school, we called the other day, America Ferrera.
Yeah, although I really think she was taking acting lessons the whole time she was there.
Again, accept the premise. It's the person that answers the phone. They say the most famous. Bam.
And the worst part of that story was that she's a total P1 listener and listens to the show all the time and should know that I am also a person who went there.
Are you calling? Anything?
Closed.
My school is always closed, apparently. Ain't no learning in Maumee, Ohio.
But I do have the right high school, right? Because I
Maumee High School.
Maumee High School.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You got it. So they're closed for the day.
That's 3:30 back there.
But still, somebody should be at the desk.
Somebody should be at the desk.
Yeah. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. We got sports graffiti coming up. We got Lakers basketball coming up.
Yeah.
First end of a back-to-back, which is followed by another back-to-back, and then another back-to-back after that.
Back-to-back.
Exactly. Yeah. All of those. 6 games in 8 days.
I didn't even count. I just kept saying it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Hey, you know what time it is?
Chumba.
Time to Chumba. Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots, so much more. Hundreds of games. You will never run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up and take a shot. Go to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
After Clinton and Friends.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit off offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
That's a dumbass question.
I bet it is.
Boy, Luke and Stephen A.
It's all good. Legends.
Yes.
They even know I exist. It's all
Stephen
good.
A is
You know what I mean?
Stephen A is amazing right now.
Oh, he's so good.
His podcast the other day talking about LeBron. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
He just let her
Yeah,
rip.
he is
All right.
unfiltered. All right,
Yeah.
guys. So we talked yesterday a little bit about Kobe Turner, who married his high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
And Puka Nacua was on the St. Brown podcast and said, when they asked him about marriage, he says, I don't think I'll be ready to get married anytime soon. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. So indicating that he wants to win a Super Bowl before he gets married. I want to know, all of you guys are married or been long-term.
Not married.
Okay,
Partnered.
or I said been
Yeah.
long-term with their partners.
Yep.
Did you guys have a requirement or stipulation that you personally needed to do before you got to marriage or being with somebody long-term?
Well, I felt like I needed to have a base.
Yeah.
So a house, a job, a career, all that stuff while I was figuring out who I was, and then I was ready. But I had a couple of guidelines when I was went on to the market looking for one. I said, I don't want somebody who smokes, and I don't want somebody with a headshot, eliminating all actors.
It's interesting.
So
right?
I'm with, I signed up for an actor who smokes.
Yep.
I broke both of those rules
Yep.
right off the bat. Now, one is quit smoking, but an actor who smoked.
Yeah. I don't think marriage was as big a deal in terms of changing my life and who I was as kids were.
Right.
Marriage is like, I don't know, we were living together a long time before we got married anyway. We were like together for 8 years before we got married.
Right.
And I think because we met so early and because my husband was at the time worked at the Daily News with me and he understood the business. So I don't think it mattered as much. Like if I had somebody who did not understand why I was always answering my phone or working the way I was or out nights and weekends, like that would have been harder. But we met beforehand. So he got in early.
Yep.
Right. But also he understood what he was signing up for.
Right.
The kids thing, that's totally different. Like when you're going to have kids, like that's when you're going to change your life no matter what.
Yes.
Like you have to do things very differently. Like I used to always write at night and stay up all night. And now I catch myself getting up early sometimes before everybody wakes up to do stories.
Is
to
that
write.
right?
Yes.
Wow.
I will write on my phone in the parking lot outside of the preschool. Because that's when I have time.
Yeah.
Because now I'll get to 10 or 11 o'clock and it's like I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
And it's like a totally different lifestyle change. And like a lot of the things I used to do, which is, it's a fire drill. There's the bat signal.
Yeah.
Hey, news happens. Go. And I do that when I really have to. But I used to do that when it was like a, not a 7-alarm fire, but a 2-alarm fire.
Jorge, what about you?
I was a complete F up. I was about to get kicked out of school.
Yeah.
I didn't have a plan for like what's going to be next.
This is all facts.
I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And then Brenda came along because I went to Acapulco and Downey and we met.
Fixed them up.
And then I said, hey, listen, like I've met you and my plan is A, B, and C, and hopefully we make it all the way to Z. And if you're willing to stick around, then great.
Right.
If not, then... But so she saw the whole process, and now it's,
See, she got in early, too.
We did it for like 6-7 years, and then we got married, and then we have 2 kids later.
Yeah.
So.
But I get what Puka's saying, because doing the kinds of things he needs to do to be the best receiver in the NFL or whatever he's got to be for the Rams to win the Super Bowl, like, it doesn't leave a whole lot extra time. Like that's the Tom Brady movie. That's Kobe. That everybody who has aspired to that level of greatness knows that there are personal sacrifices you make.
Yep.
And I made them when I was first married. but it's different when you have kids. So I think there's a different line there.
Yeah.
You also got to find somebody who's willing to be with you for everything.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you work at night. Like,
Yeah.
you go to games. The weekends are off. Like,
Right,
sometimes we're
right.
working
Yeah.
Rams, we're working Lakers,
Yep.
whatever it is. And if they're not willing to stick through that because, we want you to be at this party this
Right.
weekend, sorry, like, I have to work. Like, I have my own path to, like, you know, follow as well. So that's another hard part of finding.
They have to know what they signed up
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, that
the
raises
requirements.
an interesting question. Laura, when is going to put a ring on it?
I'm not worried. It's somebody on the chat. No, somebody in the chat's like, oh, she's really looking for the ring. I'm like, I'm not. I'm really not though. Like, I'm in
How
a
long
very.
you guys been together?
We've known each other for 6. We've been together for. We're going on 3 years.
Okay, so
It's early.
It's early.
It's still early. And Mace, I did the same thing. I said I never want to date a smoker.
Yeah.
Listen, and I didn't want to date an actor, and here I am.
There you are. Exactly.
There I am.
Who runs the house? Who runs your house, Momo?
Kids. The kids.
The kids.
The kids?
Yeah.
But I mean, of you and Nev, who's like the one that holds it down?
Probably him.
Yeah.
I always say I'm the producer. He's the director. I got the big picture ideas and the
Right.
top line stuff, and he's got the daily execution.
Jorge, who runs your house?
I have to take control sometimes because it could be like, oh, we're going to Disneyland today. Whoa, hold on. No.
Yeah,
we
right.
got this and this. Don't forget about that. Or sometimes I got to take control, but it's there. It's well balanced. I'm not gonna lie.
I have little or no control over my life.
Me too.
Juan is the CEO. He always says he's the CEO of Steve Mason Inc. He really does hold it down.
Yeah.
And I would not. He's my executive producer.
Yeah.
I would not be here every day doing this.
You absolutely would
if
not.
I did not have him teeing me up for it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. You may know that Southwest Airlines, the friendliest airline, has announced that they will no longer let you have your bags on the plane. They're going to start charging for bags like the rest of the
fare
airlines.
classes.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
okay.
I think it's like if you buy the more expensive fare,
Then you have to pay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like some airlines do that already. They did it where the basic, like the
basic people.
cheapest ticket.
Yeah.
Now, people are very, very upset
Yes.
about
I
this.
was.
This is like a big change for Southwest Airlines. And so on their Instagram account, they reacted to all of this hate and the people that are upset. And they just simply sent out this message. It's not like we traded Luka.
Side-eyed emoji.
Southwest is a Texas-based company, by the way.
It's not like
Yeah,
we
they are.
traded Luka. It does, free bags or Luka.
So good.
Yeah, that's so funny.
that is next level.
That really
Whoever
is
is
smart.
running the social media for Southwest, I wonder if they had to get approval for that. Did that go all the way up to the CEO?
I'll tell you, it's the best way I can think of to spin this.
Oh my God,
story.
It's brilliant. Whoever did that, it's probably a 22-year-old kid
Yeah.
who just did it and probably didn't ask any questions,
I'll
just did it.
I'll retweet it. It's
Oh,
so
it's
damn
so
funny.
funny.
It's so damn funny. It's not like we traded Luka.
Oh,
So when you have kids, it's the best airline to fly because you don't pay for bags and then car
Not
seats,
anymore.
strollers. Yeah, you don't pay for none of that stuff.
And now you got to
And
pay
now
for
you
it.
gotta pay for
Yeah,
that.
that
So
sucks because that was the thing that set them apart as an airline, right?
yeah.
That and the snarky little announcements at the start. They're the ones that they don't really follow the rules. They're just up there BSing, or a guy's
Or
got
they
like
sing.
a tight 5 minutes of material that he's
Yeah.
going to do,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So, Momo, we are going to be, me and Bergman, in the 3252 Saturday at LAFC BMO Stadium, LAFC Black and Gold versus Austin. And we're going to talk to one of the co-president of the LAFC coming up for you in this next hour. Have you ever thought, I'd like to be in the...
I really want to go do it.
What are you doing
I really
Saturday?
want to go
What are you
do
doing
it.
Saturday?
What am I doing? Nevin's taking me to some Valentine's Day gift. It's like a play
But that's
or
a nighttime
something.
thing, right?
3:30.
Oh, yeah, it won't work.
I know. It's like
Won't
a
work.
matinee.
Yeah,
I want to go.
It's a 12:30 game.
Okay, I want to go sometime.
Yeah, it's
And we're gonna do it. I love soccer, American soccer. I'm not pretending to call it football.
Football.
Yeah.
I love American soccer. I'm into the LAFC. I got my jersey. I got my scarf. They brought it in.
See, I always looked
Mario
at it.
brought it.
When I was there, I would look at it and say, God, I wonder what goes on in
Yeah.
in the 30. They look like they're having so much fun. And the truth
So
is,
much fun.
having done it once,
It's really
is
fun.
a lot of fun.
You know that's what. Sorry, George. For the first time I took my boyfriend to a game. He, like me, not a big soccer guy. He was mesmerized by the 32-52. He's like, they got me. And Mario was like, oh yeah, this isn't even a regular game because we didn't go to a regular game. So if you think that's cool, wait until it's like a Friday night, Saturday night, or an LAFC MLS game.
Yeah.
Ready, Mace?
People fly all the way to England just to sing these songs. You could do it here.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. So I'm excited about that. We'll talk about it. Bergman's going to come in.
You're going to be a hooligan.
Yeah. No, there are no hooligans at LAFC.
You could be one.
No, I don't want to be a hooligan.
Get
A hooligan
sloppy
is a very bad thing. Don't be a hooligan. All right, 877-710-ESPN, because it's time for Sports Graffiti. And by the way, Sports Graffiti has been really interesting in the last week or so with Dad not home because people feel free to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to go off the board and bring up some weird topic, yesterday we were talking about my favorite Chinese restaurant in New York called Wu Lang Li.
Has an A.
It has an A letter grade, but we talked yesterday about whether or not you would eat at a restaurant that has a B.
Yeah, I would do B, not C.
Doesn't B make you wonder?
Makes me. I feel like they could have had a bad day.
No, because it could have been. Oh, you missed this spot here on the.
It's something
just that
small.
Thing from not getting the A.
Yeah.
Your oven
C
wasn't
is like
up to,
no.
Well, no, C. Somebody
D is like
Somebody said that they went somewhere that had D.
Wow.
I mean, that's
there's D's.
An F.
Who would eat at a D?
Can't do that.
That's just taking your life in your hands. All right, 877-710-ESPN. Lakers tonight. Dodgers on their way to Japan. Have they touched down yet? They probably have touched down. They were wheels up yesterday afternoon. They took off yesterday, so I would imagine they're there by now. It's tomorrow there. And whatever else you got. 877-710-ESPN. We will do some sports graffiti coming up next for you. Momo's in for John, 710 ESPN.
The Purple and Gold have started their 4-game road trip with 2 straight losses.
I think just having 2 days between the games is going to help us a lot. A little more rest.
Now, the Lake Show look to get back on track today as they invade Milwaukee for a Thursday night battle with the Bucks.
Luka dribbles left. Three-pointer by Luka. It's good!
Pre-game of Lakers versus Bucks starts today at 3 p.m. on the home of the Purple and Gold. 710 ESPN.
I'm looking over. Oh, speaking of looks, luck has nothing to do with it. It's hard work and lots of humility. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky Gift Giveaway. Get a 9.5-inch ceramic wok when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 18th.
Number 2.
Desi Banks, live April 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
St. Patty's Day freebie. Get a lucky Morongo bottle opener keychain, the 17th.
Morongo, good times.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a leader in breakthrough pediatric care, treating complex cases and advancing life-saving research. In support of CHLA's 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 appearances to help fund critical treatments for children. Every dollar raised supports CHLA's essential work to provide expert care, innovative therapies, and hope to families in need. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference for kids today.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, here we go to Sports Graffiti time. Got a line open, 877-710-ESPN. Why don't we start with Martin? Martin, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Martin? No? Too
late. Too bad.
Gotta
See,
jump.
you got to be on it, people.
Quick.
Look alive, 877-710-ESPN. Let's go to Nate. Nate, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Nate?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm actually really excited that Momo's on this week because I thought about this from last week.
All right.
So, long-time listener, but I just started to see Mason in Ireland pop up on my Instagram, so I finally get to see what you guys look like. And it's always weird because it's like, that's not what I thought you'd look like.
Yeah.
Like Momo, I was introduced to first on TV,
Right.
like Around the Horn. So I'm not like shocked. Like same thing with like,
Sedano.
Anyway, so does that ever happen? Do you guys get that a lot? Like, I didn't think you'd look like that. Is there anyone that you've seen and met in radio that you're like, I wasn't expecting to look like that?
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's
good
interesting.
question.
Thanks for the call. I'm trying to think. I always get, and I don't know why. I thought you were a great big fat guy. I have gotten
Really?
that so many times. And it's partly because Ireland used to call me fat on the air. So
He did?
Yeah, he did back in the day.
Why?
Because I was pushing 230. I mean, honestly, I kind of was.
Really?
Yeah, I was real heavy back in the day. So a lot of people think I'm going to be really big when they see me, and I am not. I actually spend a fair amount of time in the gym. I never knew that Joe McDonnell, the great Joe McDonnell, was heavier until I met him. From the radio, I would have never guessed that he was carrying weight, but he was carrying a lot of weight. God bless Joe. Hail fellow well met, made a mark in this town. What about you?
Trying to think. This happens to me not really on radio because I work with you guys, so it's not a big reveal.
Right.
It happens to me with like agents.
Oh yeah.
Or team executives. Sometimes I have entire relationships with people that I've never met.
Yeah, right.
Like we have a whole phone, relationship, text, phone, whatever it is, and I have no idea what they look like. We could walk into the same room, and I have no idea.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times I've started to do this where if I'm talking to somebody I just got a number for and I'm talking to them,
right,
that I'll do an image search.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm probably going to bump into them at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
And they probably know what I look like from TV or radio or whatever it is. And I'm going to feel like a jerk.
Right.
If I don't know who they are, and we've had like a bunch of dozens and dozens of long conversations, and I have no idea what they look like.
Yeah, the voice sometimes doesn't match the face at all. 877-710-ESPN. Let's go to Kenneth. Kenneth, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Kenneth?
Good afternoon, people.
Good afternoon.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Well, not a question, a statement. Yesterday, I heard the two ladies talking about eyelashes and butterflies. I just want to let them know, ladies, guys do not care about you having butterflies on your eyes. To me, I mean, it looks crazy to me, but hey, you guys are doing it for yourselves or for other women. Guys don't care about your eyes. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I don't got butterfly lashes today.
Doesn't believe when somebody says you have great eyes, he doesn't believe it.
That's not what they said. It said your butterfly lashes. That's weird.
So there's a video going around. Brenda showed me this. It's a guy pouring lime on lime.
Okay.
Right? And then the woman says, hey, why are you pouring lime on lime? She's like, woman, you put lashes on your lashes, nails on your nails. Don't give me crap for pouring lime on my lime.
Oh, that's funny. That is true. That is true.
I don't think guys know that they care about it, but you probably do notice that
They
their
do.
eyes look different.
Yes.
They just don't know how they look different.
Right.
So
Especially when it's
when
fun.
I wear my lashes on TV, it really does open up your eyes. It really does have a big dramatic effect versus when I don't have them. But if you don't know why, you just be like, wow, your eyes look good.
Momo, guys always say, I want these girls that look so natural, that don't have this, that don't have that. And then they're like, oh, that's not real. I'm like, yeah, they all like have fake nails or lashes or something. Like, they're not.
That concludes that conversation. Let's go to Jim. Jim, you're on sport. It turned into The View for a second there. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, Steve. Months ago, you talked about putting Parmesan cheese on everything. I'm sure you don't put it on your dessert, as I have not put it on my cereal yet. But that is the winning ticket. That is such a great way to go.
Yeah.
And if I get an at-large berth for your party, I'll bring the Parmesan cheese for the espresso martinis.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I do like. There are two things that are always in my house. Multiple of them. I always have green Parmesan cheese, sprinkle Parmesan cheese things.
Yeah.
And I always have Ready
Do you get
Whip.
like the
Ready
the
Whip
can,
is the other one.
The can of Parmesan cheese, or like the actual cheese?
I'm not grating stuff. I'm not a restaurant. I got the can.
Yeah, the can.
Yeah.
Because I go to Whole Foods and I'll buy like some fancy cheese sometimes. And most of the time I eat it once and then it stays in the fridge until it gets moldy and I throw the rest out.
Yeah, no, I use just the sprinkle Parmesan and I use Ready Whip every single night.
Yeah.
There are there are definitely 5 cans of Ready Whip in my fridge right now.
Well, you go through them pretty fast.
It's fantastic. Let's go to Abdul. Abdul, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Abdul.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm watching Running Point.
Yes.
And I thought the name LA Waves was kind of cool. And I'm wondering if, let's say, hypothetically, the Clippers went to Seattle.
Yep.
Would LA welcome a second team, and what would we name it?
Okay.
Okay, well, first of all, there is a team called the Waves in California.
Where is it?
Pepperdine.
Oh, that's right, the Pepperdine Waves.
Yeah, I think there's a little issue with that.
What with?
It might have a little issue with that.
With Running Point? Running Point and Pepperdine going at it?
I don't think you can. I think it's a completely different logo. It's interesting they made that choice because, you know, like for example, in my show Clip, we called them the Clippers, and they wore Clipper jerseys, and everybody else, and like, so HBO established that you can do that. HBO in winning time, they called them the Lakers, and they wore Laker jerseys and Celtic jerseys and whatever.
Well, why isn't this on Running Point? Why didn't they use Lakers?
Because Running Point has the Laker owners as their executive producers,
right?
And they wanted to be nice, so they didn't necessarily want to put the NBA in a position where they had to say you get to license this, you don't got to license this.
Yeah.
So they chose to like create a whole new team. I know that's not your question, the caller's question, but I thought that was an interesting choice.
Question is, if first of all, once you build a billion or a couple of $1 billion building, the Clippers aren't leaving. Would we welcome an LA Waves? I think it's a good name for a team here, don't you?
It's okay.
LA Waves. What's our NSFL team called?
Oh, is that Angel City?
Oh, that's Angel City. Yeah, I like that. Is it NWSL? Yeah.
I think we have a hockey team too. Do you know what that is? I don't. There's a hockey team here too, I think.
Yeah, the Kings.
No,
the
women.
The women.
Oh, there's a women's team.
Isn't there a women's hockey team here?
I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody wrote me about that the other day.
Real quick, let's get Martin in here. I want to get a couple more in. Martin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Momo.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers coming back with 0 wins from this trip.
Oh,
I don't see anything happening as far as I don't think they have the right pieces up there right now, so I don't see anyone getting back. And Mace.
Yes.
I think you should invite a couple of listeners to this birthday party.
Okay, I'm going to think about that. Yeah, caller number 7. No, I'm not going to do it that way. But thank you. Yes. By the way, Chris Ward is coming.
Oh,
who is
nice.
our? He's always bringing us goodie bags of stuff from the Green Cross in Torrance. So he's coming over for it.
Oh, to drop it off or just to stay at the party?
No, you know what?
He's invited, Briones.
He wanted to do a weed bar at the house, and I'm
That's
like,
kind of a thing.
I'm not going to do it.
It's a Hollywood thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. There will be a spot for people to use whatever they want.
What's your party?
Next Friday.
Oh.
You coming?
Sure.
Did you not get an invite?
I was gone for a month. I don't know what's happening.
Did you not get an invite?
I don't know.
He doesn't check his email.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried to include everybody at the station, but some people didn't get their invitations.
Can I be caller number 7?
Wait,
Jorge,
was he another person who didn't get the invite?
Yeah, didn't get the invite. Jorge, you're definitely, it's not a party without Jorge.
Yeah. I get this. This happens with kid birthday parties. You got to invite everyone in the class.
Yes.
You can't leave 1 or 2 people out.
Yeah, I was looking at Albert. I was talking to people over there, and like Albert's looking at me like, what about me?
Yeah. I get that, and it's really hard because you're gonna leave people out. Like somebody's gonna have the wrong email address, somebody's gonna have the wrong phone number.
Any other day, exactly. All right, coming up next for you, we are gonna talk about LAFC and me and Bergman jumping into the 32-52 on Saturday when the Black and Gold face Austin. We will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, Momo in for John, 710 ESPN.
The Purple and Gold have started their 4-game road trip with 2 straight losses.
I think just having 2 days between the games is going to help us a lot. A little more rest.
Now, the Lake Show look to get back on track today as they invade Milwaukee for a Thursday night battle with the Bucks.
Luka dribbles left. 3-pointer by Luka. It's good!
Pre-game of Lakers versus Bucks starts today at 3 p.m. on the home of the Purple and Gold. 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Now here's an important message from my friend, Jacob and Ronnie.
Wildfires can leave lasting scars on our families, our homes, our communities, and our peace of mind. Navigating the recovery process is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Jacob Amrani, and my team and I are here to help ensure you're treated fairly and get the resources you need. Call us for a free consultation and let us help you rebuild with confidence.
Call Jacob. Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway, because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I'm not that guy.
You
I'm
are
not
absolutely
that
guy.
picture-focused guy
anymore.
Since last night.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
It's game time.
Hey, listen all day for your chance to win the CONCACAF Nations League Finals. We will give away a 4-pack of tickets to the championship match on Sunday, March the 23rd at SoFi Stadium. Limited tickets available on Ticketmaster, and your chance to win at some point during the show today. Listen for your cue to call. And speaking of LAFC, we are joined right now by Co-President, Chief Business Officer Larry Friedman. Larry, thanks for coming on. How are you, man?
I am doing really, really well. How are you all?
Everything is great. So me and Bergman have been in the 3252 for a game before, and we're going to come back on Saturday and do it again. Describe the 3252 experience, Larry.
So the 3252 is a beautiful, eclectic mix of folks from every community in the LA metro area and beyond. You know, professionals, working class folks, people from all over the world, South America, Europe, Asia. We've got an LGBT group, the Pride Republic, and yet they all come together to support LAFC and watch the beautiful game. And you know it because you've been in there.
Yep.
It is raucous. You know, do not go in there if you are not prepared to go the full 90 plus, right?
Yep.
You need to sing, you need to chant, you need to jump for LA Football Club, and you better be ready when, you know, Denny Bwanga puts one in. It's beer shower time.
Beer shower. Exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing when we went there last year. We were in the LGBTQ, the Pride group when we were in there last time. But you can't just buy tickets to get into the 3252. How can people actually get into the 3252?
Yeah, so the 3252 is the umbrella independent supporters union, and there are some officially recognized groups within the D9U, the Luckies, some others, the Empire Boys, Expo Park Originals, and those are the folks who, you know, really put in the most work and meet all the requirements to be officially recognized.
Wow.
Then you have some other groups that are all about showing up on match day, showing up on Christmas Tree Lane for the pre-match tailgating. Some folks that I think may have asked you to come on Saturday or who reached out when they found out you were coming, the 42 Originals.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I don't even know what it means,
Is it the
but
420 Originals?
Yeah, I don't know what it means exactly, but I'm going to hang out with those guys.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So it's really where, you know, so much of what we did, we co-created with the folks in the 3252, and they are responsible for cultivating that environment. So, you know, we never put the North End tickets on sale through our partners at Ticketmaster. We work it through the union. You know, people move away or whatever the circumstance, and they're willing to give up their ticket. The union or one of the groups within the union says, okay, you know, we want Ramona.
Wow.
Ramona's been coming to the tailgate. She's been showing up in the community. We've given her tickets a couple times. She's all about it. We want the available tickets to go to her. So that's the system and the process.
So you really got to know people. It's
Yeah.
almost
Well,
like
yeah.
Like when I was at Stanford, you had to audition to be the tree of the band, right? And so they had a whole week where you had to do stunts all over campus,
Right.
And prove how much passion and fire and pride you had, and do crazy things to go be in the band and be
Right.
the tree, to be anointed. So I mean, this is like incredible.
Right, they
engagement.
have rehearsals and all kinds of stuff, right,
Wow.
Larry?
Oh yeah, no, there are officers. You know, the 3252 is a 501c. I think it's 6. You know, social club. It's got governance. It's got a leadership board. It has a president. You've talked to Francisco, our president.
Yep.
And you know, they put in a lot of work, and there are some folks who are the vice presidents of the in-venue experience. and they control it. They do the order of chants. They select the chants. And, you did the Falcon, in 2019,
Yeah,
right?
2019, I did the Falcon. Unbelievable experience.
Yes. So if we go back and look at the mix of songs and chants from that match, it's evolved, and some things are the same today, but some things are different.
Yeah.
And when people come with new ideas for chants, you kind of got to work out some of the kinks before you go on stage, and you do it at a match. So the part of the beauty of the 3252 is just how seriously they have taken this from even before we opened. The story goes that back in early 2018, before our first home match, several of us took leaders from the various groups in the 3252 to Dortmund, Germany, to delve into, century-old football culture with Borussia Dortmund. And we all went to a game. And after the game, some of us are asking, well, did you see that goal? Did you see that goal? And to a person, the leaders from the 3252 said no. And the reason why is they were observing the supporters in the yellow wall at Borussia Dortmund, which, by the way, is 26,000 people in an 85,000-seat stadium. So imagine a supporter present that is more people than we put in when we sell out BMO Stadium.
That's crazy. Wow.
And so they have taken it really seriously, and they take great pride in being in the conversation as one of the best supporter group in the world.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm looking forward to on Saturday. The one I like the best is the one where I forget the chant, but you put your arms around everybody, then you
LA Football Club all day.
Hey, all day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, jump for LA Football Club for sure.
That's a great one.
That one's, it's tiring though because you're jumping the whole time and moving.
Yeah,
around.
exactly.
You have to move with everybody.
Get your 10,000 steps in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Larry, have you gotten in there? Kind of led some chants? Did the whole thing down there?
I've been in there. I've stood in a capo stand, but my own approach as a co-president and the leader of the business side of the club is, I'm not going in there to distract or get spotlight.
Right.
It's for those folks. It's a little bit like Carlos Vela back in the day. Because if I can compare myself to Carlos Vela, why not?
Carlos Vela. Yeah.
Wow. A good one to compare yourselves to.
So Carlos used to routinely decline being named man of the match by the 3252.
Okay.
And the reason he did it was, he had scored the goals. He was going to get written about in the paper or talked about on ESPN radio. He wanted the other guys to have the moment. So I look at it a little bit similarly. If I'm getting in there, people are going to look at it like a gimmick and I'm trying to get attention.
Right.
I'm more than happy. Those folks who put in the work and earned it to be in those capo stands leading those chants, that's for them.
That is very cool. Well, we're excited to be there on Saturday. Game is against Austin. Tell me about the CONCACAF Nations League finals. What's going on with it? Do we know who LAFC is going to play yet?
Oh, you're talking not about the Nations League, the CONCACAF Champions Cup?
Yes, the Champions Cup.
Yes. So, we advanced the other night past Columbus, and we are watching very, very closely 5 p.m. kick tonight.
Yeah.
Inter Miami and our good friend Leo Messi and all his running mates, Busquets, Jordi Alba, they are up 2-0 in the aggregate, playing against a club in Jamaica. The game is in Jamaica tonight, and, we'll play whoever's put in front of us. But it would be a hoot if we have a two-legger with a game in L.A. at BMO Stadium and a game down in Miami hosted by Inter Miami.
That would be fantastic.
Keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, BMO will be
look,
crazy if that happens, right?
Oh, he came to BMO a couple of months after he first came to MLS in, 2023. And as you can imagine, the people who had a sudden interest in coming to an LAFC game, kind of read like a who's who list of folks in and around LA, outside of LA. It was sheer madness.
Yeah,
it was
absolute
awesome.
madness.
I went to that game, actually. I was there, and I remember everybody, including myself, you just watch Messi. Like there's a lot of cool stuff going on, but your eyes go directly to him, and he's not like a huge guy.
No,
he's a little guy, but he still is so incredibly captivating.
Yes, and he walks around a lot, but when he's got the ball, it's magic. And unfortunately, and I can say this because I think almost all of the guys are no longer on the squad because the squad turns over a bit. I think some of our players suffered from the same thing you just described.
Yeah.
Because we did not have a good night.
It must be like if you're a basketball player playing on the same court as LeBron. Or if you're on a baseball, it's like Shohei.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that sort of magnetism, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we will, Larry, we will follow that. We're going to be there on Saturday. Really excited to have you on. Thanks a lot, man. And maybe we'll bump into you on
Thanks for
Saturday.
having me. We look forward to seeing you.
All right.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Take care.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
There's Larry Friedman, co-president of LAFC. It is really fun over there. Yeah, and by the way, and Messi, can you imagine?
Oh, he's gonna. Most
Does
likely.
he play though?
So
I always feel like you never know when he plays.
I think he might be just on the caution side because of injury.
Right. So he's resting.
He's resting. So
we might not see him if it happens.
If it's LA, I'm pretty sure.
Load management.
Yeah, we'll probably
like that would be the one to play in. The one in LA is the one to play in.
Yeah, right.
So plus it's a different. I think it's quarterfinal or semifinal.
That would be
it's a more meaningful game.
Semi, I think.
Yeah, I get very confused by a lot of this stuff.
I get confused with soccer in general because
they have so many leagues.
I know there's the regular season, then there's the
Champions
CONCACAF,
Cup,
then there's the Nations League.
So you guys got the MLS regular season on Saturday. Which
Saturday, Austin.
And then if they win, it counts for the MLS season.
Correct.
But if they play against Miami, it's for the CONCACAF Champions League, which is a tournament within that tournament.
And there's another one of the Nations League that's playing at the same time.
That's so crazy.
Then there's a Nations League and a CONCACAF League?
Well, CONCACAF is the
Nations and something else.
The whole thing. But CONCACAF Nations, that's basically your international matches. So it's Team USA versus Mexico.
Okay, got it.
It's not club level. It's country. It's your country. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Everybody
No,
got
you
it?
Too many leagues.
You don't got it. Tell me what you just heard.
That there are three things going on at the same time.
They're all different.
And they're all different. Exactly.
And
That's my
CONCACAF can
summary.
have clubs or nations.
Nations, exactly. Yeah, I totally got it. By the way, Jorge has what I would like for my birthday. I want a new chain.
A
like
third one?
Well, no, I want a serious chain.
Is that not a serious chain?
These are not serious chains. The one is a Cuban chain from Jackson Chains, and the other one, Radio Michael fan gave me. But I would like to have. Now that's like, is that a diamonds and stuff?
No, this is just white gold.
Just white. Yeah,
White
I'd
gold,
like to have a fancier chain.
Okay.
Talk to or is that what your birthday present you want from all of us when we go to your party?
Don't everybody
on
bring a
Friday?
chain. No, I said
He's gonna have multiple chains, not three chains.
What I said was everybody that got invited, I want them to just make a donation to whatever cause they support or believe in instead of bringing me a bottle of wine.
Because I was going to bring you a bottle of wine.
I know.
I was going to bring you bourbon.
Whiskey.
Bourbon also
Bourbon,
good,
yeah.
but no.
I was gonna bring you one of these black gold ones.
Now there you're talking.
Gold, yeah.
I will totally dig that. All right, coming up next for you. Thanks, Bergman.
Welcome.
Greg is now leaving the show. We don't know when we will see him again.
Oh, he'll be back sooner than you think.
Yeah. Somebody took my Greg Bergman's leaving music.
Go ahead.
Do you have it?
No, go ahead.
You know, we should do Boys to Men. Hard to say goodbye.
Greg is leaving the show. Goodbye, Greg.
Do the wave, Greg.
It's been a long day without you, Greg.
Oh, he got more waves than Pepe.
Poor Pepe.
Pepe, I love you, Pepe. I love you, Pepe.
Coming up next for you, did you see Shea send out the bat signal last night in Boston?
Oh, yeah.
That's very cool. Plus, if you own one of those Texas Ranger hats that said something in slang,
Hey, what if somebody gets you that for your birthday? They're $1,000.
It's
Well,
not.
yeah,
It's
you're
not
you're making
slang.
bank
It's
on
an
it.
actual word in Spanish.
It is an actual word, right? But it is slang, is it not?
It is.
Yeah, slang. It's a slang word.
Okay.
But you can
We
make some money
definitely
off
cannot
those
say
now.
that on the air.
No, not at all. Mason in Ireland. Momo's in for John, 710 ESPN.
Here we go. Here's your cue to call caller number 7 and caller number 10 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a 4-pack of tickets to the championship match on Sunday, March 23rd at SoFi Stadium, the CONCACAF Nations League Finals. Call in now for your chance to win from 710 ESPN on a Ticket Thursday.
The entry window is now closed, but ESPN LA and BBGO are still on the hunt to find the Lakers GOAT, the greatest Lakers fan of all time. And now we're going to need your help. From March 18th to March 24th, just go to LakersGoFote.com and vote for the GOAT. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with incredible prizes like courtside seats and a whole lot more. So remember, do your part and vote for the Lakers GOAT March 18th through the 24th, only at LakersGoFote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. LakersGoFote.com.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey guys, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you about Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. So look, there are over 10 million people and literally billions of dollars that are awarded in winnings because Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. And the game is so easy to play. You take your favorite players, you pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. Literally, you can win 1,000 times your money. So run your game all season long at Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is the best place to do it in the state of California. But let's say you're traveling. You can play in Texas. You can play in Georgia. You can play in 30 other states. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. I'm telling you, I promise you, this will change the way you watch sports. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You're going to get a $50 bonus when you make your first $5 lineup. That's CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Download that Prize Picks app. Prize Picks. Run your game.
It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Cardin Alleyway Hyundai, Corona. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Plus, drive with confidence with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's assurance program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com. On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 72 payments of $1,519 for $1,000 financed. Expires 03/31/2025.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. No matter who you are. Let's go! Show what you got! Lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field, and start having fun. This is flag football, and this game is our game. This game! Our game! This game! Our game! This game! Our game! Visit NFL.com to find a league and get playing today. 1, 2, 3, let's play!
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe
we do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay. Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Such a bad. I'm lazy. I stay home sick. And it's like, honestly, I'm here a lot.
Yeah, you are.
I'm here a lot of the time, holding it down while Dad is off doing Laker games.
You hold it down, Mace.
Yes.
And I show up for you too, right?
Yes, you do.
I would be here more if I could.
I know there are opportunities for you make room for a little Andy Kamenetsky from time to time.
I know. But the truth is, like, I think you are. Do you do more shows every year than Ireland? Have you totaled it up?
More shows, yes. More shows. Okay. He's on the air more days because of Laker games, but I do more Mason and Ireland's than Ireland does. But, I mean, I don't know who's scoring at home. I just sick of hearing the promos that say, never show up for work. All right, so last night, I'll tell you who showed up for work. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the TD Garden last night as OKC beat the Celtics. And after the game, I find this fascinating. So the Converse headquarters are apparently across the street from TD Garden. And what they did was they projected Shai's logo onto TD Garden after OKC beat Boston. And the logo, what do you think of the logo? The logo's kind of cool.
It's cool. I want a logo.
Kind of an S and kind of a G, and it's there.
Well, so if you think about it, if you're like his brand manager,
yes,
which I think he is basically his own brand manager.
Is he?
Because he had an agent, and then he doesn't have an agent anymore. And so he's kind of out on his own. I think he has other people working for him, but he's a fashionable guy. He's been named like the most fashionable NBA player for like 3 years in a row. He's a guy who like walks around. He's sort of like what Westbrook used to be,
right?
But maybe like less snarl.
Okay.
Like Westbrook had an angry thing and why not, and he yelled at the media and stuff. Shai's just cool.
Yeah.
I like the nickname. I think it's gonna stick. Shea Butter.
Shea Butter.
Like Shea Butter.
Maybe a little corny.
You guys think about
smooth
this.
like butter.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a mouthful.
Yeah, but don't we all just say SGA?
Yeah, everybody says SGA.
To me, that should
But if
be
you're
the
doing
nickname.
SGA, everybody just calls him SGA. Or Shai.
Shai.
But, I got to write his name out all the time, and it's a long name on the back of the jersey. So that's why you got to have a cool logo.
Right. Now, one of the things when they projected his logo onto the side of TD Garden, some people loved it, like the OKC people.
It's a little like Tebow with the flag.
Other people
what's his
say,
name, Baker Mayfield with the flag.
Some tweets say, dude, think he Batman so corny. Logo is awful. Logo trash. Corny. A lot of people logo corny and trash.
Yeah.
But by the way, that's what happens when you project your logo onto the other guy's building after you beat them.
In the regular season.
Yeah, in the regular season. Now, cool or not cool?
I think it's cool. I don't know that he did it. I think his people at Converse did it.
Yeah.
And if I were him, I would probably not be happy about it because I would say, wait till we win a championship.
Yeah. That's actually a very good point. Do you want the bat sign before you win a title on the side of the other guy's building?
I know him a little, okay?
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't think he was like consulted that much on that. I mean, I don't have that information from him,
right?
But just knowing how he's been this year and in the way he goes about his business, like he's very much I'm going to show you, not tell you. Like I'm going to show you how good I am. He does not talk a big game. When he says something that's got a little edge to it or swagger to it, it's understated.
Yeah.
Like he's
there's nothing
really
understated
cool.
about this.
That's not something he would normally like. I don't think he was leading the charge on that.
Yeah.
Although my biggest takeaway from this whole story is, I think it's cool to have a logo. I want a logo.
You want a logo?
You should have a logo.
I should
Venice
have a logo.
Mace. You could make a logo.
Yeah, the V and the yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Logos are great. You know who can do that?
Who?
Radio Michael fan.
Somebody do
He's
like
the king.
Momo. That would be good.
The king. Momo would be great.
I could make a good logo.
Yeah, logo, and then you project it on the side of crypto.
Right. I mean, that works.
Yeah, it totally works. I wanted to duck in a little Lakers here. Tonight, the Lakers, and we've got the game coming up for you here on 710. 3 o'clock is pregame. 4:30 is tip. They are in Milwaukee. Both Giannis and Dame Lillard are expected to play in that game. For the Lakers, Rui Hachimura's out, continues to be out with the tendinopathy. Jackson Hayes out with a knee. LeBron James, of course, continuing out with the groin strain, and he could be gone, not even evaluated, I think, until next week sometime.
How long is Rui out?
I don't have a firm handle on that.
Yeah.
And Luka is questionable tonight. So we'll see what happens. And they're at Milwaukee, at Denver, back-to-back nights. Look, let me just say, this is going to be a rough stretch, and I don't think people should freak out. As long as the Lakers are in the 6th seed or better, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Because in the end, Do I think LeBron and Luka are going to be intimidated by playing a Game 7 on the road?
No.
Hell no. They've been there.
How much do you care about the matchup?
Oh, it's very matchup dependent.
Like I was on with Mark Willard yesterday.
Oh, really? Up in San Francisco. How's Mark?
He's good.
Yeah, I love Mark.
He always tries to get me aggregated though. That's the whole thing.
Is he in?
Oh gosh. I'm like, do you know what you're going to do to my Twitter feed? Like, to my
So what
mentions?
did you say that got aggregated?
Oh, no, I refused to be aggregated yesterday. I was really good about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they still tried. You know,
Yeah, right.
Anyway, with their Twitter handle, and they quote, like, paragraphs.
Stuff you say, right?
Oh,
okay.
God.
Well, that's
It was like a 30-minute call-in,
That
by
is
the
your
way.
job. Okay, good.
No, but it was a 30-minute call-in, by the way.
Okay.
Every time you ask it, so 10 or 12 minutes. No, it turns into 30 minutes.
Right.
How much of that is on me, and how much of that is on them? I'm the guest.
You're the guest.
I just go.
You can call it off whenever.
Yeah, I have before. Anyway, I was on the show, and we were talking about are people afraid of playing the Warriors?
Right.
And I was like, what? I don't think anybody wants to play the Warriors now. They got Jimmy Butler,
No.
and they're doing great. And then I was thinking, like, does anybody want to play the Lakers? Like those
Hell
two
no.
teams, you never wanted to play against Steph in a playoff series or LeBron in a playoff series, but you definitely don't want to play against Steph and Jimmy now, or LeBron and Luka now. So I think those two teams are, if you're Oklahoma City or Memphis or Houston or Denver or whatever, like, does Denver fear them? I don't think they should fear them. They beat them 3 years in a row, beat the Lakers 3 years in a row in the playoffs.
Right.
But is this a team, like, is this matchup as bad? Like, do you fear the Warriors now? I don't know. Like, the Lakers used to kind of handle the Warriors because of AD.
Yeah.
But they don't have AD anymore. They have Luka. So
Right.
I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, if it were to all end today, the Lakers are technically the 4. So they would play Houston in the first round.
Okay.
I like them against Houston. Houston's young.
Yeah.
They're a year away.
They've been missing Van Vliet. He's been hurt a little bit, and
Yep.
then Amen Thompson's been hurt. But those guys theoretically will be back.
They were in kind of a tailspin, but
Yeah.
now they've won 4 in a row, so they're
Yeah.
putting it back together. But Lakers, Houston, in the first round. I'll take the young. I'll
How do you
take
feel
us
about
over the
Memphis?
young team. JJR's playing.
Yeah, he should be back.
He should be back. Yeah, I mean it's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Very tough matchup.
I mean, I think it's a be careful what you wish for.
Well, in the end, even Denver now,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of Denver anymore because I saw him play that last game with
Yeah, they
Luka,
had
and
one
he looked
really good game,
Yeah,
yeah.
Luka's 1-0 against Denver.
I know. I mean, I think that was a very small sample size.
Yes, 1, but it can be done.
But it can't. Yeah, I mean, he has typically given Denver a hard time.
Right.
They play differently. It's hard to defend Luka for them.
Yes.
And the Lakers have to lean into that. I think this is a good run here for the Lakers, though. This is their opportunity to see what the team looks like with Luka at the center of it. And without LeBron at the center of it, I think it's empowering for him. He'll have more responsibility. Until right now, I don't think.
And
there's
by
been
the
any
way, he and Austin
Yeah.
Reeves has not played well at all of late. And since he came back from the calf injury, he's just not been the same. But I want to see Luka and
Yeah.
Austin Reeves
They
play
gotta
really
find
well
something.
together because they haven't clicked yet.
And they really do need Rui back.
And
Rui's-
Rui makes a huge. By the way, Dorian Finney-Smith is back tonight,
That's good.
so that gives him some length. And I don't know I would not start Alex Len.
I would not either.
He started this last game.
Yeah.
And to me, after watching him a little bit, he is just a guy. A really big guy.
He's tall.
Big guy, but just a guy.
I mean, I see why they went and got him.
Right.
Because he's tall and he has some skills. But
I'd rather go Jemison. I'd rather go
me too.
Koloko. I mean, I'd somebody other than Alex Len.
Yeah.
Because I think in the end, I would also convert Jemison's contract and Jordan Goodwin's contract to change them, put them on the roster.
Yeah.
Because right now they're not eligible for the postseason. And if that means cutting Alex Len, if that means moving somebody else off the roster, you do that because I think both those guys, Goodwin gives them meaningful
He's
minutes.
been good.
Yeah, he is a pesky defender. What's that? Can I do the CHL, Avery?
Okay.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Laura,
Sorry.
for telling me. ESPN LA, proud partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign. We are auctioning off some of the coolest items. I'll talk about them next hour. Some of the coolest items and 710 Experiences. Thank you to our friends at Pacific Palms Resort, Fleming Steakhouse, and Black Gold Golf Club. All proceeds being donated to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com. That's 710forchla.com. Make a difference with us today. What's up, fools? Coming up next for you, Mason and Ireland. That sounds funny.
I like my logo.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
I think just having 2 days between the games is going to help us a lot. A little more rest.
Now, the Lake Show look to get back on track today as they invade Milwaukee for a Thursday night battle with the Bucks.
Luka dribbles left. Three-pointer by Luka. It's good!
Pre-game of Lakers versus Bucks starts today at 3 p.m. on the home of the Purple and Gold, 710 ESPN.
Visit San Antonio Winery to experience wine country in the heart of LA. We'll show you and your loved ones a good time. Share a meal inside our dining room or out on the beautiful patio as live music plays in the background. Sip and shop a range of delicious, award-winning wines and take a complimentary tour of our historic winery. San Antonio Winery, over 100 years of tradition, just 2 miles from Dodger Stadium. We hope to see you soon.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
What's Up, Fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Or Laura.
Or me. Corporate Greg, he's absent
right
now. All right, guys. So this came up on the national days, and I couldn't believe it.
Hang on 1 second. I forgot. John Ireland is joining us now from Milwaukee. Hey, John, what's happening, man?
What's happening, people? How are you?
I forgot you were there for a second. Everything is great, man.
No worries. Go for it, Laura.
All right, guys. So National Open and Umbrella Indoors Day. And I said, hell no. That is bad luck. I was always told that's bad luck. So why have a day? But is there like a superstition that you guys truly believe in, that you will like dropping the salt or going under a ladder or something like that?
It's odd numbers for me. Everything's got to be an odd number. My
like the volume on the TV
has to be 23 or 25 or 27. Everything's got to be an odd number.
Gas too?
Gas tank.
Oh, that's
if
hard.
I'm filling it up, got to end with an 01 or an 05 or an 07.
Okay, I got one. Every time I get on the plane, I tap the plane 3 times for good luck.
Oh, I do that.
Do you
do
really?
Too? Yeah.
Is that based on something?
No, just me.
Just you?
Yeah, I just made it up.
No one told you?
Yeah.
Ireland, what about you?
If I'm playing golf, I've told this story before, and my ball, and I play bad on a hole, it's not my fault, it's the ball's fault. I get rid of the ball, I change it.
I think that makes perfect sense.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's bad ball.
There are managers that when they go out to change the pitcher will not step on the foul line.
Yes.
Like they think that's bad luck.
Okay. I don't step on the foul lines either when I play.
You don't?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't.
avoid them?
I
Do you
avoid
step
them.
over them?
I step over them.
Yeah. Large.
And do you know why, Ramona?
No.
It just started early and that was it.
Well, I think it's sort of disrespectful because somebody took the time to line the field.
Oh,
and
to
stuff.
actually line it. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like disrespectful to the game. I don't know.
Okay, so here's another really stupid one.
Okay.
So when I make tea before every game,
Okay.
I have a big
your thing?
thermos of tea and honey to kind of protect my voice. So when you steep tea, you drop the tea bags in there. I steep it either 42, 43, or 44 times. Because
you
42,
count them?
I do. 42 is Worthy, 43 is Michael, 44 is Jerry West.
Wow.
So I figure if I steep it that amount of time, and if we lose, like last game I did 42, which was Worthy, and we lost. So today I did 43.
There you go.
Okay, that's like
Makes
kind of
perfect
next
sense,
level,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you just leave the tea bag in there?
By the way, it's
I
not.
do. After I do it, I do.
It's not an accident that I drink 11 shots of espresso a day.
That's purposeful.
An odd number. An odd number. I would
You drink
never
11 shots?
I have
Momo,
I have
the whole thing.
two quads and one triple because I want it to wind up on an odd number.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Mason.
Laura, what about you?
All right,
I
so
love caffeine. It's great.
a stranger told me about knocking on the airplane 3 times, so I always do it. And also, I will not, like if I'm holding hands or I'm walking with somebody, we won't go through a tree or
You won't split.
we won't split.
Yeah, it won't go on. Yeah, you don't want to go on both sides of
Right.
the light pole. You want to be on
Nothing.
the same side. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good one.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay. Boy, you got a lot.
Boy, we're full of them.
Baseball thing.
The three of
okay.
us are basically
I know.
psychotic.
Neurotic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so whenever I'm at a game, it started when I was a player, and when I'm on defense or when I'm on offense, when the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, I have to tap my head. And then I have to send the magic to whoever needs it at that moment. So if I'm on defense, I would go like this, and I would do that to my pitcher. I'd kind of do that. Yeah, it's a whole
Mace,
thing.
when you were a Rangers fan, did Mike Hargrove play for him?
Oh, yeah. Mike Hargrove is the first
baseman.
baseman.
Insane, goofy pre-at-bat
Oh,
ritual
he
where he had to
took-
put 2 gloves on.
He
and
took
tap his
forever.
helmet.
He would they would never allow this to happen because of the pitch clock now. But he had 2 gloves, and you have to adjust one. Then he had something
my
around his
God.
thumb. He did it every single
Yeah.
time religiously. Wasn't it Wade Boggs who drew a number in the? Didn't he try?
And
Yeah,
he
I
ate-
think that's
he
right.
ate chicken every day, 365 days a year.
Yeah, yeah.
He couldn't. He had to eat chicken every day, or he didn't feel
Jorge,
right.
you got anything?
Just, when you go to a restroom anywhere, there's napkins available. I take 3 for some reason.
Three.
Just 3.
Yeah.
Like 1,
Why?
2, 3. I have no idea, but it's 1, 2, 3. I open the door handle, and it's just 3 napkins.
You know what it is? It's the illusion of control.
That's right.
We are
That's
actually
a very good way of putting that.
We are in control of
Yes.
nothing. My minister always says, don't worry, you're not in control of anything. It's totally true,
Yeah.
but we use these little superstitions as a way to give us the
Hey,
illusion
listen.
of it.
I'm going to keep tapping the plane.
I'm going to keep going
Because
with
what
my
if, like, the
numbers.
one time I don't tap it, it goes, that would
Yeah.
be ironic.
All right, guys. So what? Yeah, I was waiting for that, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Mate.
So Panera Bread is doing something for St. Patty's Day. We will be at CHLA that day.
Yep.
But they are actually doing a pot of gold. They're turning their sourdough bread green and then putting mac and cheese in there. So on March 16th and March 17th, you can get this exclusive limited edition pot of gold in honor of St. Patty's Day. I used to work at McDonald's. The green shake was the thing that people
I love those
they would
green
go
shakes.
crazy.
Do they have them this year?
I actually don't know because I haven't
Shamrock
worked
shakes.
this year.
Oh.
That thing was the it thing on the menu, especially in March. People would go crazy. The lines would go crazy, and I hated it. So I'm not a big fan of limited things because of that. What was the item like for you? You said it was a Shamrock Shake that you wanted to get that was limited.
Yes.
Due to something.
Well, I can tell you this about St. Patrick's Day. When I was a crazy radio DJ in Toledo, Ohio, we dyed the Maumee River green.
Oh.
Don't they do that in Chicago?
Chicago.
In Chicago, too.
Yeah.
That's where we got the idea, and we dyed the river green with, like, food coloring.
Wow.
That's a goal. I want to go for that.
In
it was
Ireland,
really
St.
cool.
Patrick's Day is a holiday. You
Yeah.
don't have to work.
We were talking Leo, not stepdad Leo, makes corned beef and cabbage for every
Yeah, I like
St.
that.
Patrick's Day, which is delicious. Delicious. Anything St. Patrick's Day for you there, Momo?
No.
Just drinking.
I did. I have
Green
been.
beer.
I've been to spring training a few times on St. Patrick's Day, and that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's about. I'm pretty far away from that.
Are you guys fans?
He's literally John Ireland, right? You're
Yeah,
from
no,
Ireland.
Well, the only time
it's pretty
I'll
close
wear,
to
I'll
home
wear
there.
some green on Monday, but not a lot. Though I wore a green because there's a Laker game. I wore a green tie to a Laker game once, and Sasha Vujic cut it off with a pair of scissors.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Which I liked. We made a big bit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's funny. What's up, Foo?
What's
Okay.
up, Foo?
All right,
What's
so
up, Foo?
I am a big fan of Popeyes.
Yeah,
I do love their
Popeyes. It is
chicken
my favorite
sandwich.
spicy chicken sandwich.
It's
You're
so
just so
good.
excited about fast food.
I love Popeyes.
I love Popeyes. Popeyes is amazing. Starting
Yes.
March 15th, if you are also a fan of their sauces, certain sauces will now be available in major retailers. Their blackened
yeah.
ranch
Okay.
and sweet heat sauces will be available in 18-ounce bottles for you to purchase. So I am a big ranch person, and I
Okay.
love their blackened ranch, so I'm super excited about it.
Yep.
Are you guys fans of restaurants selling their sauces at like stores, or you guys want it exclusively for that restaurant?
Sure. I mean, somewhere I've got a big, because my mom and aunt stepdad Leo shop at Costco. I've got a
Oh, I
big,
bet.
gigantic Chick-fil-A
Oh yeah.
sauce thing in my
Yeah.
fridge. I mean, I can't imagine that I'm into a lot of sauces, but I will tell
Yeah.
you that Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich is the best.
Yeah.
I
It's so good.
never take that extra step that you're talking about, Laura. If I like a sauce or
Yeah.
a topping at a restaurant, I only have it at that restaurant. I never buy it and bring it home.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
like
I'm
P.F.
not big on
Chang's
that either.
has stuff. I know Buffalo Wild Wings, I think, sell some of their stuff
Yep.
at retailers. I actually don't have any of that, but this I'm actually excited for.
Can I
My
say
little
this is going to
inner
sound
fact
like
girl.
ridiculous, but I don't know. It's the first thought that came to mind. I feel like you should just stay in your lane. Like,
What's
you
that mean?
Like, there's people who make sauces for a living. Or this is their company. This is what they do, and we should just leave the store sauce to them.
But if you could have a taste of a restaurant at home, nothing wrong
I
with
don't know.
that.
I feel like you're competing on other. You're treading on somebody else's.
So you're saying it's bad for big sauce?
Yeah, for big sauce. Yeah, I mean, I
Hidden
just feel
Valley
like-
Ranch is going to go after.
Right, like that's
Yeah.
what they do. You don't need to tread on their ground, and if you go too far, then you overexpose yourself, and you people get sick of you. I don't know. It's just my thought.
Yeah,
my thought.
all right.
I'm pretty big on like
What's up,
respecting other people's parts of the world.
Okay, I thought Brianna's had something. All right, guys.
Okay.
Well, because he said he did, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But,
that's
you know,
all right.
I was
That's
like,
all
you
right.
can
One
go.
last one, Laura.
All right, so we are, well, not we, but
Looking
Mace
at us
is
like-
a huge fan of ChatGPT.
Yes.
He uses it all the time.
I'm getting into it, although I think it's wrong a
It's
lot.
fun.
Yeah.
But would you use it to save your relationship? There's a few couples saying that they pay $20 a month so the AI can referee their romance. When they're having an argument or a disagreement, they literally go to ChatGPT, explain the situation, and then it spits out a result. Are you guys a fan of the people using ChatGPT to be like, quote unquote, their relationship therapist?
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Mason should get a lot of credit for this because he was way ahead of the crowd. Because last year he wrote a Valentine's Day message to my
That is
wife
right.
on
That's true.
ChatGPT that
is
I
right.
used.
You know, it can definitely be a tool.
It can.
It can be a tool. And I think I read that article. What they're doing is they're using it as a referee.
They are.
He says that Joe says this and Mary says that. Who's right? And it gives you, it kind of lays out. Like I just put in John Ireland and Steve Mason are in a fight over Mason taking too much time off. Who is right? And it says Steve Mason is taking off within the allowed limits and following company guidelines. He's within his rights. If Steve's absence is putting extra pressure on John or the rest of the team, that will create friction. In that case, even Mason is within his rights, even if it might be affecting morale. All this stuff it'll just come out of ChatGPT. I can see how it would be useful.
Is that free, Mace, the one you're using?
Yeah.
Because
No,
they pay.
it's, I think it's like $10 a month or something.
They pay.
You pay $10 a month to use ChatGPT?
I do.
I don't pay for it, but you only
Interesting.
get a certain number of queries per day.
Correct.
It resets.
The great thing about it is, like, So I'm looking famous.
I had a good one the other day.
It stores everything that you
it really
search.
does.
Like
All
for
right,
instance,
Mace, I just got a note from Ed Hart. He says, type this in.
Okay.
Type roast me.
Oh, yeah, I love
ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And see what comes up.
Roast me.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, roast me. Oh, you know what? I accidentally typed.
What's that, food?
Punched in toast me.
Okay, another one is take a screenshot of your Instagram feed, enter that picture in, and say roast my Instagram feed.
Really?
It'll do both.
It'll do both?
Yeah.
All right. We'll play with some of that coming up. I also want to get some Lakers. Ireland is there in Milwaukee with the Lakers. Any word on Luka Doncic?
I can tell you what I know when we come back.
Okay, that's coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland. Momo's here. Ireland live from Milwaukee, 710 ESPN.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
When you think of Travis, you think of this. Like,
yeah. Oh, my
God.
God.
When you think of me, what do you think of?
The first
Well, it should be the first thing. What's in your mind right now?
See, I have to edit because the first thing, martini.
No! Great answer! Great answer!
It's bad.
Why?
The first thing I think of is a drink.
I like martinis.
It's Trav and D-Far. Back tomorrow after Clinton and Friends.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
I'm looking over. Oh, speaking of looks, luck has nothing to do with it. It's hard work and lots of humility. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky Gift Giveaway. Get a 9.5-inch ceramic wok when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 18th.
Number 2.
Desi Banks, live April 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
St. Patty's Day freebie. Get a lucky Morongo bottle opener keychain, the 17th.
Morongo, good times.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a leader in breakthrough pediatric care, treating complex cases and advancing life-saving research? Mason Trav here.
In support of CHLA's 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, ESPN LA will be auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like getting me, Mace, or Cap voice play-by-play for your local game.
Or join us at a baseball game in LA this season.
Visit 710forchla.com.
That's 710forchla.com. Make a difference with us today.
The Purple and Gold have started their 4-game road trip with 2 straight losses.
I think just having 2 days between the games is going to help us a lot. A little more rest.
Now, the Lake Show look to get back on track today as they invade Milwaukee for a Thursday night battle with the Bucks.
Luka dribbles left. Three-pointer by Luka. That's good!
Pre-game of Lakers versus Bucks starts today at 3 p.m. on the home of the Purple and Gold, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I do. I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
So, Momo, Ireland is in Milwaukee. Momo's here with me in L.A. Momo just put my Instagram feed into ChatGPT, and what did you say? Roast me?
I said, now roast Venice Mesa's IG feed. And I put a screenshot of like the last It looks like 12 shots that I could fit on into my screenshot, okay?
Yes.
Mace, you got to prepare yourself, okay?
It's rough?
It's pretty rough.
Okay.
First off, is this a sports commentary page, a talk show promo, or a midlife crisis documented in real time? Because it looks like all three are battling for dominance. Half the feed is giving seasoned media veteran who refuses to retire. Oh, my God. And the other half is dad who just discovered Instagram Reels and is going all in.
That is so funny.
Then we've got the in-depth analysis on Lopez versus Lopez and Demi Moore, like you're breaking down the NBA Finals, because apparently no celebrity moment is too small for an emotional monologue. And let's not ignore
this
the
is
overwhelming.
shockingly accurate.
It is really accurate.
And let's not ignore the overwhelming amount of sports arena content. At this point, are you watching the games or just filming them for clout? Feels like the only reason
That
you
is
go
rough.
is to remind people you had good seats.
That is very true.
Wow.
Oh, this is so funny.
Yeah.
The final touch, that Hawaiian shirt moment in the sunshine. Peak local radio host goes on vacation but still needs everyone to know he's important.
Oh, my God. ChatGPT
Whoa.
is brutal.
Do
Brutal.
you want me to follow it up?
No, that's good.
No, I was going to say, you better not. He's already going to go into a mass spiral.
Yeah, no, this
Oh
is
my
really,
God.
this is like, it hit all my weak spots.
Hold on. Then you go, that was savage. Keep going.
No, yeah, don't keep going. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm plenty beat up. So Ireland, is Luka going to play tonight?
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't. Here's the situation. I'm sure you guys have been talking about this. They have 3 back-to-backs over the next 10 days. They go back-to-back tonight, tomorrow, then a day off. Back-to-back Sunday, Monday, then a day off. Back-to-back next Wednesday and next Thursday, and then a day off. So, and I don't think LeBron's going to play in any of them. So the question is, do you want to grind Luka in those 6 games? And I think the answer is going to be no. I'd be surprised if Luka plays in all 6 of those, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but you would think he would play in one of each back-to-back?
That at least, yeah, I would think. But I'm speculating. I'm just saying that I think the general consensus, at least from the people I talk to, is if the Lakers can get to the postseason healthy, they're not afraid of anybody. Like they can, anywhere 1 through 6 would be good. Now, if they slide to 7, then they got to go into the play-in tournament, and you're adding another element that you don't want.
Right.
So, but I think anywhere, and let's take 1 out of it because OKC is going to be the 1. Anywhere 2 through 6 is acceptable.
Yep.
But I don't think it's acceptable at the sake of getting Luka hurt. So I doubt Luka's going to play in all 6. What do you guys think?
I don't think he's going to play in all 6. I would imagine he'll play one of the next 2, right? He'll either play Denver or he'll play tonight in Milwaukee, and it's a question of which game I think you feel like you can take, right?
Right. Well, he's already had – keep in mind we haven't played since Monday.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
He's already had Tuesday, Wednesday off. So this would buy him a 3rd day off before he would have to, start this crazy run. So
right.
I could see him sitting tonight, or if you play him tonight, I think then you have to seriously consider sitting him in Denver because can you beat Denver without LeBron anyway?
No.
They could beat Denver without LeBron if Luka has an amazing Luka game. But
right, if Luka goes off, you can beat Denver.
The Bucks have lost 3 in a row, so they're.
I would say tonight.
Which game are they more likely to win, considering LeBron's
tonight.
not playing either one of them? I agree with you, Mason.
Tonight. Second night of back-to-back flying to Denver tonight. That one sounds tough.
Yeah.
That one sounds
Denver,
tough.
And by the way, just adding this element, you guys have both been to Denver, but many of our listeners haven't. The airport in Denver is an hour from anything.
Yeah.
So by the time we get in there tonight, we are going to it's going to be 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think it's as bad though because you're coming from the East Coast to the West Coast. Usually when you go to Denver, it's West Coast to West Coast.
Right, but we're still getting in between 2 and 3 in the morning, and they're going to have to play tomorrow night on national TV. And tonight's on national TV. Matter of fact, almost all these games are.
What time zone are you in right now? What time is it where you are?
Central,
it's 4:10 here.
Okay,
right
so
now.
it's 2. So it's 2 hours ahead. So Denver is it Mountain Time right now?
Yeah.
So you gain an hour.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's still a tough trip. Still a tough
Okay.
trip. So, Ireland, you are not above roasting on ChatGPT.
Of course not.
Did you roast Ireland?
I just said roast John Ireland, ESPN.
Okay.
It's so mean. I hate to read it.
No, don't read it.
Yeah.
John Ireland is the kind of broadcaster who sounds like he's narrating a grocery list, even when LeBron dunks from the free throw line.
Oh.
He's got the enthusiasm of a DMV worker and analysis depth of a Magic 8-ball.
Dang.
Somehow he's been on LA airwaves despite making every Lakers game sound like he's reading a bedtime story. Dude's out there with the same energy, whether it's preseason or Game 7, and let's not get started on Homer takes. This man could convince you the 12th guy on the Lakers bench is the second coming of Magic Johnson.
Wow.
He is. Bronny is the second coming of Magic Johnson.
Oh, my
exactly.
God.
But what's interesting about that particular criticism is, in actually, I get criticized for the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
About being overly enthusiastic on plays that don't mean anything.
The one thing I like about you on doing games, among others, is that you will tell the truth.
Yeah.
If it's going bad, you can hear it's going badly.
Sometimes much to my own detriment, by the way.
Yeah,
As Ramona will tell you. People in the Laker offices notice when I tell the truth.
Well, sometimes you'll go, the Lakers just can't hang on to the ball tonight. I don't know what's got into them, but they are turning the ball over every time.
Yeah, the guy who tells the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth is Stu.
Oh, Stu Lance absolutely does.
Because he's pretty much at this point, he's unfireable.
Oh,
and so Stu can say literally the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
Did you just say roast Ireland, or did you say roast his IG feed or something?
No, I said roast Ireland ESPN.
Ramona, I don't have an IG feed.
Okay, do his Twitter feed. Roast LA Ireland.
We're done.
Okay.
We've roasted everybody.
Well,
everybody's
listen,
good and cooked at this point.
If you guys want to do, if you really want to waste 2 hours of your life, do this ChatGPT thing.
Some
and then
would say
do this.
that's what this show is, wasting 2 hours of our lives.
You can do all these things, make it more savage, or you could say do it in a British accent.
Oh, by the way, I just
man.
roasted Ramona.
Oh, do it.
Ramona out here acting like the queen of NBA insider knowledge, but half her reports feel like they came straight from a Magic Johnson tweet.
Oh, that's rough. Wow, keep going. Okay.
She'll break a story like, sources, the Lakers are considering changes after a disappointing season. Like, no kidding, Ramona, we have eyes.
Wow. Do you think an actual person is doing this, or is it all from a computer?
All from a computer. She stays hyping up the Lakers like they cut her a personal check every week.
Oh, no, I thought that was the Clippers.
If LeBron sneezes, she's got a 5-paragraph analysis on how it impacts the MVP race.
Oh, wow.
And don't get me started on segments where she pauses dramatically like she's about to drop a Woj bomb, only to deliver a take softer than Charmin.
Oh, well, at least they've got Kobe softer than Charmin in there.
Softer than Charmin. Yeah,
See, but I feel like this
very
is
mean today.
It was me. Well, you told it to be mean, right?
No, I just said roast.
Oh,
well,
roast.
I guess
Okay,
roast, yeah.
but you can say now be more savage.
Yeah,
but it does
it
better.
Can't be more savage than that.
Well, but those feel almost like generic disses.
Yeah, I don't know. I would take that personally.
I don't.
You should.
No.
Well,
it's worse when you do the.
I took it absolutely personally.
I mean, look, listen to this. When I said be more savage,
Mm-hmm.
the way you analyze pop culture with the intensity of a political debate
I've had enough.
is honestly impressive.
I've had enough. That's fine.
Momo, you seriously are going to push him over the edge.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, your takes are softer than oatmeal. That's what it says right here, Momo.
I thought it was softer than Charmin.
Softer than Charmin, yeah. All right, so, John, real quick, I want to hit this because it's a huge deal, is our CHLA.
Yeah, we're going to be there Monday, right?
Monday, yeah. And there's some really cool events that are cool items that people are bidding on. One of them is golf, a foursome with you and James Worthy.
Yeah. I didn't know. So I was told I couldn't talk about it until they posted it, so they must have posted it.
Yeah, it's up there now. 710-4 CHLA is the website. I was going to check and see what it's up for. Right now,
I think it must have just posted today because until yesterday it wasn't up.
Yeah, golf foursome with Ireland and James Worthy is the current bid is $630. It's worth so much more than that.
Yeah, well, and we've got a little time, right? Don't we have through the weekend?
Monday, end of Monday.
Yeah.
When we do that show. By the way,
and that's going to be. By the way, that's going to be at Mountain Gate, where Worthy and I play all the time. So that'll be a lot of fun for two people who want to come play with us.
This is one of the cool items. How about co-hosting Lakers Talk with Andy Kamenetsky? 2 hours live radio with Andy, taking calls. Probably a call in from Jovan Buha, and you get to be there for the whole damn thing. Current bid $490. Seriously, to co-host the show.
Yeah. Here's the interesting thing about that. We did this years ago. We let somebody come in and host what we used to call Fast Track.
Yes.
Which is now kind of What's Up Fool. And Christian, the guy who won, came in, and it started a radio career for him.
Yes, it did.
He ended up going to work for our buddy Brian Long down in San Diego. And so if you're an aspiring broadcaster, or if you're the parents of someone who wants to go into broadcasting, you should bid on that thing with Andy.
Yeah, no question. No,
because in essence, Mace, it works as an audition tape.
Sure, yeah, you can take that tape and show it to another program director. So it's 710forchla.com. All right, coming up next, everybody's watching, I think everybody's watching Running Point, which is the new Genie Bus show that's out there starring Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson doesn't quite understand what a nepo baby is. I'll explain it next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my buddy Jacob Imrani. So if you are involved in any kind of accident, you're hurting, and you got to see a doctor. And it's not next week. You got to see him now. What is your move? You call Jacob. He and his team jump into action the moment you call. If you need a doctor, handled. Need that appointment today? Done. Best part, you don't pay a single penny out of pocket. Even if you don't have health insurance, even if you're between jobs, Jacob makes sure you get the care you need right away. And if you want to sit down face-to-face, Jacob's team will come to you, or you can swing by his office. Skip the stress. Call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And wildfires can take everything in an instant, but when it comes to rebuilding, Jacob is ready to fight for you. If you or a loved one suffered losses, lawsuits have already been filed against the responsible parties, and Jacob is fighting to get people the compensation they deserve. Free review of your case and your insurance policy. Don't face this recovery alone. Call Jacob. Together we are LA Strong. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Here we go. Here's your cue to call caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a 4-pack of tickets to the championship match on Sunday, March 23rd at SoFi Stadium, the CONCACAF Nations League Finals. Call in now for your chance to win from 710 ESPN on a Ticket Thursday.
Is it time to sell your home? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Or maybe you inherited a home that you just don't want to hang on to. Whatever your reasons to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They're just people who buy from people, and they'll provide you a custom solution that works for your needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they close in days. The great part is you don't have to worry about spending any money on repairs, preparing your home to be shown, or having people come in and out. And there are no agents, just a great offer and an easy experience that will give you the peace of mind so that you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no obligation offer today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun? Dive into Chumba Casino, your ultimate destination for free, fun-to-play social casino games. Play slots, bingo, and more whenever and wherever you want. With new games dropping every week, there's always something fresh. Lounge on the sofa or play on the go. Play now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Tuesday night in Los Angeles, the Kings began a 3-game homestand with a 4-1 victory over the New York Islanders, thanks in large part to Quinton Byfield's 4th goal in as many games.
To the middle, broken stick for Dobson, out of the zone. Byfield, the other way, shorthanded. Byfield scores!
Tonight, Byfield and the Kings host Alex Ovechkin and the league-leading Washington Capitals. It's the Kings and the Caps. Listen live at 7:30 on the all-new ESPN LA app.
It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Carden Alleyway Hyundai Corona. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Plus, drive with confidence with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or at CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 72 payments of $1,519 per $1,000 financed. Expires 03/31/2025.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I'm not that guy. I'm not that
guy.
picture-focused guy
anymore.
Since last night.
Oh, Mason in Ireland right now.
All right, Ireland's in Milwaukee, feeling good, like I should. Momo's here in studio.
I'm eating Fritos.
That's all right.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah,
I get up, I
Fritos are
work
highly
out.
underrated.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're great. By the way, what's on tap today here on 710 ESPN? Thank you to Michelob Ultra. Lakers back on the court in Milwaukee. Coverage starts at 3, tip-off at 4:30. Hear it all for your afternoon drive on 710 AM or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, only worth it if you enjoy it. Ireland, we didn't talk about this, but you went to Broadway. Broadway John hit Broadway up, and what you saw Glengarry Glen Ross, right?
It's great.
Is it?
I watched, Lisa and I went Tuesday night, Kieran Culkin, Bob Odenkirk, Bill Burr, Michael McKean, just an all-star cast. It's a really fun version of it. Then I went and watched the movie yesterday on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Just to compare the two things. So Kieran Culkin's in the Al Pacino role.
Okay. Who's in the Jack Lemmon role?
It's is Odenkirk.
Odenkirk. Oh,
yeah.
God.
And,
That's great.
And Bill Burr is in the I'm trying to remember who played him in the I think it's Alan who's Michael McKean's in the Alan Arkin role.
Okay.
And it's just, if you get a chance to go. And thanks again to my buddy Harris Rosner, who always takes good care of me, you, Mace, all of our friends.
Great guy.
So we had great seats. It was really fun, and we got to spend. It was pretty fun actually. In general, we played the Celtics on Saturday night, then flew straight to New York and stayed in New York until yesterday. So we had 4 days in New York.
Oh, that is nice. So what else did you do in New York?
That never happens.
Did a lot. We went out. I went out to dinner with Ben Lyons and his girlfriend one night.
Nice.
That was really fun. Had the Brooklyn Nets game. That was not fun. Because I really thought that the Lakers could have won that game even without LeBron. There was one possession where the Nets had 4 cracks at it. They got 3 offensive rebounds on one possession. And then it ended up in a 3, and we ended up losing by 3. So I think that game was right there.
Did you watch any of OKC Boston last night?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Boston, I think they tied the record for most threes taken in a game. I think it was 63
36
threes
in the first half alone. There are 5 teams that don't average 36.
Yeah, is that obviously you can't say that's not a winning recipe because that's what they did last year.
But last night it wasn't.
No.
As Tim Legler put it this morning on Get Up, they made themselves really easy to guard.
Yeah,
and
no
they
question.
ended up losing big.
What did you think of Shea last night? Was terrific. Oklahoma City. Really, really good. That is going to be a tough matchup for anybody.
Yeah, they're statistically the best team. Them and Cleveland are heads above everybody else. Ramona, do you have an MVP vote?
I do. I vote on all the things.
Have you decided yet?
I'm leaning Shea. But
Jokic is having his best statistical season, and he's won 3 of the last 4.
And you know what's interesting, John? In those 3 that he's won, he almost seems like he's running away from the award. Like he doesn't seem to want to win it. And the other night they asked him about the MVP, especially when it was after they beat Shea on the second night of that back-to-back. You know Denver's 12-1 on the second night of back-to-backs?
Wow.
That's a ridiculous
That's a weird
stat,
number, yeah.
Right?
Well,
I think,
and what sucks is they lost by 20 last night, and their next game's against us tomorrow night.
So I think he basically, in that interview afterwards, he goes, he always says things in this Jokic voice, which is like, I want to stop talking and get this camera out of my face right away. But he basically says, I don't know how people vote or whatever it is, but I'm playing the best basketball of my life right now. And so if that's enough, then I guess it's enough. If it's not, I'll live with that. So essentially, he's telling you, I am playing the best basketball of my life right now, and I've already won 3 of these. So really, I should win another one.
See, I would look at it and say, Jokic is the best player in the world, but Shea is the MVP this year.
I think that's a perfect way of putting it.
It's hard to vote for a guy who's on a 5th-place team. Or, well, right now, what are they, second or third?
Yeah,
they're second.
They're second, yeah. They're 2. I mean, Jokic is just an elite superstar player.
He's a modern-day Michael Jordan. You could give it to him every year.
Yeah.
But it's a traveling trophy.
Yep.
And it's Shea's turn.
Yeah.
That's
I wanted to mention, Mace, you and I had John Feinstein on the show many times.
Yeah.
And he passed away unexpectedly.
Oh, I didn't
today.
realize that.
And, it got to a point where one time you had him on and I wasn't there. And you introduced him as Ireland's favorite author, John Feinstein.
That is true.
And he started the conversation with, Steve, I'm not even as good as he says I am.
Yeah, you are a huge John Feinstein fan.
Momo, you ever meet him?
I've never met him.
Yeah.
Never met
you don't
him.
have your mic on.
Yeah,
No,
there you go.
I've never met him, but I love his work. I read the one that he did on Indiana with Bobby Knight, and it kind of made me want to do things like that. Like he's one of the best sports novelists ever.
Who's your what's your favorite John Feinstein book? If you were to recommend one, what would you tell people?
Well,
to
Season
read?
on the Brink, the one Ramona mentioned, is the one that put him on the map.
Yep.
I mean, that is his. That's his Mona Lisa. It's ridiculously good. And Bobby Knight wouldn't talk to him for 8 years because he said he had a deal with John not to put the F word in the book. And John put it in over 500 times. But John said he never had that deal. But my favorite book was that he wrote, and I read every one of his books.
Yep.
Was a book called The Civil War about the Army-Navy football game.
Oh, wow.
And how and what it made me realize is cadets or midshipmen that go to Army and Navy are really the top 1% of what we have to offer in this country.
Yeah.
It is. They don't go to school. They go to work. And every hour of their day, particularly if you're on a football team, is accounted for. You got to get up when you're a plebe. You got to get up at like 5 in the morning and shine everybody else's shoes, and then you got to go to breakfast, then you got to go to class, then you go straight to practice, then you go to work. I mean, and it just gives you a great appreciation for people that go to the Army and the Navy. So that was my favorite. But if you take a look at his roster of books, everybody will have a different one.
So you know what's cool though, John, is guys like that. Those kind of access novels, those kind of there's
right.
It's I mean they're kind of ahead of the game, right? This is Hard Knocks before there was Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
This is the every documentary you watch now is embedded access journalism. But most of the time when people do access journalism, they end up, it's sort of approved by the person who granted them access. That's sort of sanitized. You can't put too much in there.
Right.
Feinstein wrote everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's
as
when you read
evidenced
that
by the Bobby Knight book.
Oh,
yeah.
that book is amazing, and you really get Bobby Knight. And this is my favorite quote as a writer. Okay, it's something I learned in. I've only taken a couple of writing classes, but it's one of my favorite ones. When you're really honest, when you just write everything and you don't hold back, people don't see you; they see themselves. And so when you do hold back, when you do sanitize things, and you're not truthful the entire way, they see you, they don't see themselves.
This by the way is why I am more interested in biographies than autobiographies. I don't care what you think your story is. I want to see what everybody else thinks your story
but
is.
And that's Mace, number one, that is a really good point. If you have a choice between one or the other, go with the biography. And two, he wrote a book called A Good Walk Spoiled about the Pro Golf Tour, when he went on the Pro Golf Tour and just embedded himself for a year. And it's fantastic. And so if you're a fan of sports books, find a John Feinstein book and read it. We lost a giant today.
Yeah,
in terms of sports writing, he was really, really good.
All right, coming up next for you, I promise I'm going to play this Kate Hudson thing because I think it's fascinating. And we'll talk a little bit about Running Point.
I think you teased it last time I was here.
I did.
Too.
I teased it
I've
the other
been
day.
waiting
I'm
for
teasing
this.
it again. It's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Purple and Gold have started their 4-game road trip.
Between the games is going to help us a lot, a little more rest.
Now, the Lake Show look to get back on track today as they invade Milwaukee for a Thursday night battle with the Bucks.
Luka dribbles left. Three-pointer by Luka. That's good!
Pre-game of Lakers versus Bucks starts today at 3 p.m. on the home of the Purple and Gold, 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
Hey, it's Andy Kamenetsky. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like co-hosting Lakers Talk with me one night. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid. That's 710forchla.com to make a difference today.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Empower. Nick bought a new guitar, a 62 American Classic Electric. Does he know how to play? No. But Nick's Empower investment account has performed well. He got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really, really, really good guitar solo.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
And show's flying by. Ireland is there in Milwaukee getting ready for Lakers Bucks tonight. Both Giannis and Dame Lillard expected to play in that game. Luka is questionable. Have you seen him, John?
He's not out there. Yeah, wait a minute. No, that's Dalton Connect. No,
Yeah.
he's not out there yet.
Okay. So John will have the word the moment it comes down. I wanted to play this. A lot of people now watching Running Point, which is the new show starring Kate Hudson and Justin Theroux and Brenda Song. It is on Netflix, and it's based on the life of Jeannie Buss and Linda Rambis and people around the Lakers organization. It's
You
the
left
LA
someone
Waves.
out of that starring list.
Chet
by the way.
Hanks?
No.
Who am I missing?
Me.
Oh, John Ireland. I forgot. Your third
What do you
build.
mean, who am I missing?
Your third build. I forgot about that.
No, I'm like 10th build. But I thought you would get
But
to
it must be cool to have a credit come up.
Well, you know what's funny? If you watch it, and you're watching it now, right?
I am, yeah.
You know how when one episode ends, it gives you the choice to go to the next episode, which it will do automatically if you don't do anything, or watch the credits. So you actually have to click on watch credits to see my name.
Oh,
which I'm assuming you have not done.
I have not done. I've skipped to the next episode every
but
time.
I'm quite happy with my performance.
By the
So
way,
there you go.
the performance is great. I think it's terrific. I feel like you really, and like in that Jeremy Strong kind of sense, you really sank yourself into that role. Did you have to stay in character the whole time you were shooting it?
I did. And by the way, what episode are you on?
Episode 3.
All right, so you have not yet heard Kate Hudson call me a moron.
No!
I'll look forward to that.
It's in episode 9 or 10, one of
Wow,
those two.
stay tuned. That
Okay.
sounds good. All right, so I wanted to play something from Kate Hudson, and I wanted to get both you guys to react to it. This is Kate Hudson on the idea of Nepo babies.
Nepo baby who's all around this show. Yeah. What's an assumption about being a Nepo baby that maybe people don't really get, or something that's misunderstood about it?
Nepo baby in the arts doesn't really make sense because like you either like what people do or you don't. You can like get your foot in the door, you know certain people, you grew up with certain people, but like you're either gonna be someone that like makes it happen or not. Nepotism in business is a totally different thing to me because like this show, when you're carrying on a legacy, when it's a big like high stakes business and there's a lot of money involved, and then as the family, you sort of hire in family, whether it's succession, whether it's something like, now we're talking real nepotism, and that's a totally different beast. Like Nepo baby in the arts and all that, it's just like, kind of was like to undermine, I think, art, like an artist. Nepotism is a real thing in this, so it's like one of those things where you hope that people who are really qualified for certain jobs really should actually get those jobs.
By the way, that is Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's daughter, Kate Hudson.
Right. So you disagree with her, Mace?
I do. I believe nepotism is absolutely in the arts. There is no question that Kate Hudson got indoors that nobody else would get into because of who she
agree
is.
With her.
You agree with her?
I do. For this reason. You're right. She did get indoors because and by the way, Kurt Russell's her stepdad.
Oh, stepdad. Okay.
Her
oh,
dad
right.
is
Was one of the
a
Hudson brothers.
musician named Bill Hudson.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with her brother Oliver, who's an actor.
Is he also one of the Hudson brothers' kids?
Yes.
Okay.
They both have the
that dad.
Yeah. So my thought is that she's right on the money. She'll get indoors. She'll get auditions because of her name. But she's not going to get parts because of her name unless she can act.
But Ireland, do you know how hard it is to get into those doors? I mean, I live with an actor. He gets close to doors, never really gets that leg up in any way. The average actor doesn't get into the room. And if you are somebody who is of fame, your parents are famous, you do get into the room.
Like, I know what she's saying, that you actually have to be good once you get the audition.
Once you get there. But
and she is. She's totally good. She's a
great.
great actress. She deserves those roles,
None of this is meant to detract from,
No.
because she's a great actress. Go back and look at Almost Famous. She was amazing.
Oh, yeah, she was great. But I think that the the advantages you have just getting there, whether you're an actor, whether you're a director, whether you're a producer, whatever role you're going to play in movies, is a pretty big one.
It is so hard to get a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
If you're an actor, it's so hard to get a meeting. I mean, waiting tables and doing all the stuff that people have to do, they can't get in the door. They can't get a look. They can't get a sniff. But if you're a famous person's kid, you do get in the room. Now, I do agree with this perspective. You either got it or you don't once you get in the room. I mean, once you get in there, but it's so hard to get in the room. It absolutely exists.
We're kind of meeting in the middle here. Like, I'll tell you a story about Almost Famous.
Okay.
There's an actress named Sarah Polley, and she was originally cast to be Penny Lane by Cameron Crowe in Almost Famous. And Brad Pitt was originally supposed to be the Billy Crudup role.
Right.
Both Brad Pitt and Sarah Polley dropped out. And Kate Hudson was going to be like one of the Band-Aids.
Yep.
And they said, hey, while we're casting for this role to replace Sarah Polley, just play Penny Lane so we can go through the rehearsals.
Right.
And she knocked him dead in the rehearsals. And so Cameron Crowe said, we're going to give you the part.
Oh, wow.
But she wasn't given the part because she was Goldie Hawn's daughter at all. She got lucky.
But how did she get into that room?
Right. I'm not disagreeing with you that a name can get you into the room. But, like, I'll give you an example. Jack Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Got fast-tracked at NBC because he's Chris Collinsworth's kid.
Right.
They gave him the Notre Dame job. He did Notre Dame football play-by-play for 3 years. He wasn't good. They blew him out. And that's what Kate's talking about. Either you're gonna have it or you don't.
But Ian Eagle's kid is really good.
Ian Eagle's kid is great, yeah.
Where I'll agree with you is it gets you in rooms that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get into. But then you got to kill it. And if you don't kill it, you're going to get tripped up.
Yeah, no question. You either got it or you don't.
Collinsworth.
Right, he didn't have it.
Right.
At least in that particular instance.
But that's the point. The name gets you in the door. There's a lot of doors that people will never be able to open because they don't have that name or those connections. I think that's
I don't disagree with that, but I'm saying if you think that the reason Kate Hudson is playing Jeannie Buss in this show is because she's Goldie Hawn's daughter, you're wrong.
No.
She's got a body of work that got her that job.
But had she not gotten in the room in the very first place, she might be waiting tables at
a lot of actors
Earth Cafe.
are.
Earth Cafe. There you go. There you go. I was trying to think of a restaurant. Hang on. Here's a second. Jorge just pulled this up. Here's Tom Hanks talking about it.
Look, this is the family business. This is what we've been doing forever. It's what all of our kids grew up in. We have 4 kids. They're all very creative. They're all involved in some brand of storytelling. And if we were a plumbing supply business, or if we ran, the florist shop down the street, the whole family would be putting in time at some point, even if it was just, inventory at the end of the year. The thing that doesn't change no matter what happens, no matter what your last name is whether it works or not. I mean, that's the issue anytime any of us go off and try to tell a fresh story or create something that has a beginning and a middle of an end. Doesn't matter what our last names are. We have to do the work in order to make that a true and authentic experience for the audience, and that's a much bigger task than worrying about whether anybody's going to try to scathe us or not.
Right, and so he's kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah,
I mean, Chet Hanks, who is one of Tom's kids, is in Running Point.
That's
and
crazy.
it's actually
He plays Travis Bug, the point guard.
I can't see it. Okay, yeah.
And he doesn't look like he belongs.
No.
He's like, if you put the whole family together, you'd say which one doesn't belong. It would be Chet.
Yeah.
But there he is, and I refuse to believe that part of the reason he got the show was that he got in the door because his last name was Hanks. So you're right, John. You got to perform once you get in the door, but that door is really tough and elusive for a lot of actors.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, coming up next for you, you're going to do some Game of Games.
Woo!
It is Laura's game today.
It is my game.
And don't forget, we got pregame for Lakers-Bucks coming up for you in 16 minutes. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Tuesday night in Los Angeles, the Kings began a 3-game homestand with a 4-1 victory over the New York Islanders, thanks in large part to Quinton Byfield's 4th goal in as many games.
To the middle, broken stick for Dobson, out of the zone. Byfield, the other way, shorthanded. Byfield scores!
Tonight, Byfield and the Kings host Alex Ovechkin and the league-leading Washington Capitals. It's the Kings and the Caps. Listen live at 7:30 on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Want to sell your home because you're downsizing? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell the home that you've inherited? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your home and take advantage of your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. No matter what your reason for selling, Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in as little as days or as long as you need. Don't worry about the condition of your home. You don't need to pay for costly repairs because they buy as is. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for over 20 years, focusing on helping sellers get the highest offer possible without having to get it ready for the market or deal with agents or pay commissions. They make selling easy and painless. They'll even offer you a $10,000 advance for moving and other expenses. If it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a no-obligation offer. Call 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text LIKE to 42424. That's LIKE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is Laura Romo's game today.
It is my
Momo's here to play. Jorge is in for Brian. Ireland's in Milwaukee. Laura, what do you got?
All right, guys. So it was Bad Bunny's birthday, March 10th.
Okay.
So he inspired a Puerto Rico game. And I'm also going to Puerto Rico in May.
Yes, you are.
Where are you going?
It's a beautiful
Puerto
country.
Rico.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yes. All right. So it is a multiple choice and true false. Very easy game. I will also try to keep score. We'll see how this goes. So, number 1, and it says, what year did the United States officially gain control of Puerto Rico from Spain?
Okay.
1898, 1902, or 1865? Mace, you start.
1902.
Okay.
I think 1902 as well.
Okay. Jorge?
What was the second one?
1902.
Yeah, 1902.
And Ireland.
What's the one nobody's picked?
1898 or 1865?
I'll take 1898.
All right, Ireland, you're glad you did. Because it was 1898.
By the way, Ireland, you know I'm leading the month with 4 wins.
Wow. 4?
Yeah.
I feel like the month just that's the 13th.
Yeah, it's the 13th. We got plenty of
But
time.
still, he's
But I've been
leading.
on a roll.
He's leading.
Yeah, you have. And you won the whole month last month.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so true or false? The Puerto Rican flag, because he's going to give me crap for it. The Puerto Rican flag was modeled after the Cuban flag. True or false? And we'll start with Momo.
True.
Okay. Jorge?
True.
Ireland? Sure. Why not? True.
I'm with the crowd. True.
It is true. So you guys all get
They
a
look
point
very
here.
similar.
They do look very, very similar.
Yeah.
Another true or false. The Puerto Rican national anthem, La Boriqueña, was originally written as a military march. Is this true or false? And we will start with Jorge.
False.
All right, Ireland?
I will say true.
Okay, Mace?
Es verdad.
Es verdad. Okay, and Momo?
False.
Verdad.
Verdad. No, it is not verdad. It is false. So Momo and Jorge get a point. All right, here it goes.
Pretty good use of es verdad, though.
Very good. Very good, Mason. Impressivo.
Yeah, because they don't pronounce certain words. Okay. The indigenous people of Puerto Rico, the Taino, refer to the island as what? Is it A, Boriquen, B, Caribe, or C, just Taino? And I think Ireland, this one's for you.
I've never heard of any of those names. I'll go B.
You're going to go Caribe, okay. And I think, Mace, we're back to you.
Boriquen.
Okay, Momo?
That one, same one.
Yeah, A.
A.
It is Boriquen. That's why they say Boricuas.
Boricua.
Mm-hmm.
I know that song. Borica.
Morena.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got you. All right, here goes. The Castillo San Felipe de Morro in San Juan was built to protect the city from which type of attack? Hurricanes, pirate invasions, or internal revolts? And I think it's Momo?
Pirates.
Okay. Jorge.
Pirates.
Ireland.
Pirates.
And Mace.
Arg, pirates.
It is. Everybody gets
Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on.
This is super easy.
By the way, that castle's really cool. I've been to that castle. It's
I can't wait to go.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait to go. All right. What is the name of the Puerto Rican musical style that combines African, Spanish, and Taino influences? Is it bachata, merengue, or salsa? And Jorge, I think this one's yours.
Bachata.
Okay. Ireland?
Yeah, Jorge would know that, whatever he said.
Bachata. Okay. Mace?
Bachata.
Okay. And Momo?
Yeah, same.
You guys are all wrong. It's salsa.
Why did I trust you, Brianna?
Yeah, we all went
He
with
said
Jorge.
it very confidently. It was the way he said it. He said it was like, don't look at me. Don't
Laura,
look at
what's
me.
the score?
We have Mace 3, Momo 4, Ireland 3, and Jorge 4.
Okay, so Momo's got a lead.
All right, here we go. Don't blow it.
George and Momo are tied with 4. The rest of you guys have 3.
Got it.
All right. Who was the first Puerto Rican to win an Olympic gold medal? Was it Monica Puig, Roberto Clemente, or Felix Trinidad? And I think it's Ireland.
What was the first one?
Monica Puig.
I'll take her. I know it's not Clemente because they didn't have baseball in the
No.
Olympics, so I'll take Monica Puig.
Okay, Mace.
Monica Puig.
Okay, Momo.
Trinidad.
Okay, and Jorge.
Felix Trinidad, boxer.
It was Monica Puig in 2016.
So do we have a 4-way tie now?
Felix Trinidad
No,
win?
so wait, who got this one?
Mason and I both got it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. Yes, you do. It's a
Women's
4-way
soccer.
tie.
Wow.
All right.
Mace, you got that, didn't you?
I did get that, yeah.
All right, here we go.
She's not related to Yasiel.
Okay.
So we do got a 4-way tie. El
Okay.
Yunque.
Well, I knew you were thinking that.
El Yunque is
Not
a
you,
place in Puerto
pero.
Rico. What is El Yunque? Is it a beach, a rainforest, or a volcano? Beto, shut up. You can't say
Is
anything.
Beto in there wrecking it again?
No,
No,
he's not. He's
he
not.
hasn't
He's
said
not.
anything
He
yet.
Give me the
has
choices
not
one more
said
time.
anything. He has not said anything.
It's a Yunque?
It's a beach, a rainforest, or a volcano. And I think we're to Ireland or Mace. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep track here. So Mace,
I'll go.
Okay.
I will say it's a beach.
Okay. Mace.
I'm going to try rainforest.
Okay. And Momo.
I think rainforest.
And Jorge.
The beach.
It is a rainforest.
Woo! Way to go!
Yeah,
All right, so-
I'm also going there. So
Mason
it's
Momo got
5-5.
How many
Ireland.
are left?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. One of my favorite entertainers is Rita Moreno, who is Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
Where was she born?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's the right answer. Ding.
Okay, city. Got it.
Okay.
City. San Juan, Humacao, or Ponce?
All right, let the leaders go first.
So, Momo, you go first.
Give me the ones again.
San Juan,
Uh-huh.
Humacao, or Ponce?
Ponce.
Okay, Momo said Ponce, Mace.
I can't. The middle one.
Okay, the middle one, Jorge.
San Juan.
Okay, and Ireland.
Humacao.
And Ireland. Ireland and Mace got that.
Wait, it's tied again?
Wait, Ireland.
Wait a minute. I had a lead, so Ireland
you
can only
have
be one
6.
behind me.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
No, he has 6.
Mace has 6.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
correct. So Mace is leading. Mace, you're leading the Puerto Rico.
Excellent.
Here, I thought Brianna's going to do a better job. What is the name of what is the name of the Puerto Rican frog known for its distinctive quaky sound? Is it rana, coqui, or sapito? and Momo. No, who's leading? Mace. Mace, you go first.
Koki.
Okay. Momo.
Zapito.
Ireland.
I'm with Mace. Cookie.
Just them saying the names.
It's like
I love
Spanish,
it.
it's like Spanish.
And
for dummies.
Jorge.
So good.
I'm gonna go Rana.
It's Koki.
Oh, we got Mace.
Again.
You're natural.
So you're up by one.
Honorary Puerto Rican here. All right.
All right, got two more. Two more. The score is Mace has 7.
Oh, I've lost it.
Ireland has 6. Momo has 5, and so does
Hit a
George.
cold streak
Okay.
here.
All right.
Two more?
Two more.
Yeah,
I got to
two
get both of them
more.
right. Okay.
All right.
And Mace, you're going first.
Yep.
Which one of these artists was not born in San Juan, Puerto Rico? Carlos Arroyo, Alfred, but, oh, dang, no, I butchered this. Sorry, guys. Wrong one.
Okay, Judge, restart.
Okay.
That one doesn't count because
Okay.
it was,
Can you
okay.
still use a question, or now do we only have one left?
no, we only have one left.
I have one left. Okay, here we go.
So it's just Ireland and
Yeah,
Mace.
just me.
Sorry,
and Ireland.
guys.
It's okay.
All right.
Sorry,
I
guys.
probably
It
wasn't
cut
gonna win
off.
anyway.
It
It's
cut
okay.
off.
You got to go different, John.
Yeah.
True or false? Carlos Arroyo was the first Puerto Rican basketball player to play in the NBA. Mace, you go first.
Es verdad.
Okay, and Ireland.
Well, I have to go opposite.
Yeah.
Whatever he said, I'm going opposite.
So you say false because he said verdad, which is true, and it is false. It was Alfred Butch Lee.
All right.
Oh, Butch Lee was a
Butch
teammate of
Lee.
Mike, or played against Michael at Marquette.
So
From Marquette. Yeah,
you
they
guys
won
are
the
tied.
national championship.
Ready for
Right.
the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yes.
Some sources state there are close to 300 beaches in Puerto Rico, while other sources count up to 1,200. But the government of Puerto Rico has an official number of how many beaches they recognize. What is that number?
See if this
Write it
number
down,
works
guys.
again. I got
Write
it.
it down.
All right, so we just have to write down a number.
Yes,
Right?
just a number, because they only recognize a certain amount.
Okay. You got something, John?
Okay. I wrote down 250.
And I obviously guessed 420.
Wow, John. The number is 248.
No way!
Yeah. That's how many they recognize, even though there's, like I said, people say there's anywhere from 300 to 1,200.
Normally I win with 420.
Yeah, you went to, when you said that, I was like,
the first time you've lost with
I know,
420.
420 generally wins all the time.
sorry, Mace. When you said it, I was like, don't say 420.
Yeah.
But
all
Mace,
right.
Mace, that's not a big loss for you, because I'm missing. I'm there all next week, but I miss a week at the end of the month.
And it's your game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you can win tomorrow, and then I'm out. Like in 2 weeks, I'm out again.
Okay.
All right, so this is the standings right now. Mason 4, Ireland 3 with the win right now. O'Shea 1, Andy 1, me 1, and it's the full DeAndre, no longer the full Momo.
All right.
Wait,
yeah, DeAndre
took the collar.
Oh,
he
wow.
took the
Yeah,
collar
yesterday.
yesterday. It was incredible. It was incredible.
Boy,
Wow.
he normally does well.
No, normally does. He was definitely off yesterday. Hey, Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob and Ronnie. Remember, when you need a big win, you want Jacob. Call Jacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Not sure what the out time is, but we're just going to go out right now. How about that?
Sounds right.
Coming up next for you is Lakers basketball. Beto Duran with pregame along with Michael Thompson. Tip of the game is at 4:30 this afternoon, and then me and Ireland back tomorrow. Ireland will be in Denver. Momo, thank you very much.